We still hustle daily. What's up, Hustle Nation? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Ray Big Play coming to y'all with another video today. And we are on part 4. This is the last and final part. Make sure y'all subscribe to Touched by Vixen YouTube channel. She's making plenty more stories for you guys. Well, it looked like she had, let me see. Man, my girl done gave up goddamn a year ago, actually. God damn it. She done goddamn gave up. You can't give up, girl. But make sure y'all follow her. Touched by Vixen on YouTube. Follow on Instagram and all that. We're on our last series here and of the Joe Myron series. You know what I mean? And I forgot exactly where we were, but I'm about to figure it out in 1 second. But make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Like I say, this is part 4. I appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with me. This is the last and final part. Let's get right into it. Make sure y'all follow her on YouTube.
Y'all, so Becky, like I said, Becky ain't caring for me. She don't care for me, and I don't care for Becky. I'm talking big mess to my daughter. I'm like, girl, you done brought this weird lady out here, this and that. So mind you, Becky just came to drive her out here. So Becky goes on back to wherever she was at, to Washington. She goes back. My daughter, she's staying with us. You know, she's just trying to, she's staying with us for a little bit, trying to get on her feet. So Becky and them end up coming back like in, I want to say like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. They come back, they find a spot, of course. And by this time, my daughter, she wasn't pregnant. I mean, she was pregnant at this time, but freshly pregnant. So now she's stuck. Like she wants to be with the baby daddy. Like she wants to be with him. So Becky comes back and she gets a spot and everything. My daughter goes with Becky and her kids and everything over there. So she's living over there. So y'all, I'm super annoyed. My daughter's telling me, I'm just going to stay with Becky and I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom and I'm just going to raise the baby. And I forgot what I called my son-in-law in the last one, but he didn't like it. So I'm going to change his name to Tommy. He's very Tommy-like. So I'm going to change him. I'm going to give him Tommy. So Tommy, he is like, he's agreeing to all this shenanigans. And I'm looking at them both as a young couple, looking dumb as hell. You're just gonna be a stay-at-home mom and live with Becky. Girl, I know you lying. Because she knows she can't live with me with no kids. You're not coming and bringing me extra kids home. I already have 6. I already got rid of 2. And I still have 4. Y'all do the math. I'm not, no. Ain't gonna happen. So I'm like, girl, please, you need to get a job, work up until the day you deliver. Because, baby, I didn't work up until the day I delivered. I didn't drop my son off. I didn't went back to work 3-4 days later and got back to the bag. Even though, I do recommend for people to stay home 6 weeks. So, I got a black mama and she wanted me to stay home for the 6 weeks. But I was a single mama and them bills ain't going to pay themselves. I had to get back to it. So I let her know, I'm like, no, daughter, you really need to go to work. Like, stay at home mom. And plus, I don't know nothing about Becky. I feel like she's going to be annoyed with you sitting at home all day. First of all, you really don't even know how to cook for real. Like, she knew how to make some things, but she's just a young mom, like a young girl. Like, she just didn't know how to make nothing. Now, baby is on top of her A game. She's bringing that. She got that shit from her mama for real. But she cooks like bomb now. Like, she's a mom, she's a wife, she got it. So y'all, I'm like, nah, you need to get a job. And so, she's always boasting about Becky this, Becky that, Becky this. Mom, me and Becky went here, me and Becky went there. Mind you, Becky is like a whole booster out here in these streets for real. And so she's just, complimenting Becky and all this. And I'm just like, girl, I do not like Becky ass. Like, I don't know why you care for her. And it's not because she's just my daughter. It's just the energy that Becky was giving me. And so, but then she didn't gain my second daughter. She didn't gain Aaliyah. And Aaliyah's like, yeah, Mom, Becky is cool. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see what Becky about. I'm gonna see what she about. So y'all, I go and because like I said, my daughter's staying over there, so I go over there and we're hanging out. And then she's like, "Oh, do you want something to drink?" Like, she's being cool at her house, like she's being decent. I don't know if she's being cool, but she's being decent. And I feel like Becky really had a problem with me. I feel like Becky really had a problem with me for real. But eventually, she ended up being cool. And so you know, I would go over there, like, she invited us over there for holidays and stuff like that. And I'd be like, oh, okay, you know. So eventually I started letting my guard down. Like, it wasn't all the way down, but, you know, I was here at first, but then I ended up getting here, then I ended up getting here, and then I was, like, right here. So I was being, you know, I was cool. I was just trying to be cool for the kids, really. So, you know, I'm going over there, and, you know, I'll be like, what do you want me to bring? She'll tell me or whatever. We're over there kicking it. I drink wine. She drinking Jack Daniels or whatever she can get her hands on. Becky is a drinker, not a drinker, not a sipper. She's a drinker. She got to drink in the morning before she go to work. Becky got to drink after work. Becky got to drink in the car on the way home. Becky got so many Jack Daniel bottles everywhere. Becky is a drinker. And so, you know, I'm like, oh, it's, you know, that's not my business, but it's cool. Like, I don't judge people, so I don't care. I just got that energy from her. It's not that I was judging her, but it was just something that was keeping me distant from her. Because even as we became friends, I was still like distant. I wouldn't tell her everything. I would give her bits and pieces of stuff because something in my spirit did not sit well with me telling Becky any of my business for real. So y'all, so Becky, y'all, so like I said, I'm over there, you know, we're chilling. Like, I would go over there, like I said, this is pre-quarantine, but like during quarantine, we would sometimes go over there. So this is a little bit pre-quarantine. So we would go over there and stuff and hang out. So that's how I kind of got close with her before quarantine. So we go over there and we'll be hanging out, barbecuing, all the stuff. You know, she would be very cool with that type of stuff. We hanging out, going swimming. There's a lot of stuff that gained me to be like, oh, okay, you know what? You know, maybe the kids is right. Maybe the kids is right. Maybe my guards is up too high. Y'all, my guards wasn't up high enough. So, during quarantine, Becky ends up getting put out of her house. She's staying over there. So by this time, I forgot to mention, by this time the kids already moved out because my daughter, she's working, she's doing all the stuff, so she's at her own house. And I forgot, like, she had her baby, my other daughter had her baby, and they were staying together. So eventually my daughter wanted to Aaliyah wanted to go move with her baby daddy. Like, she wanted her own family, be with her baby daddy and stuff, so she moved out. Then my daughter and Tommy are still living in the little apartment that they're living in, and they end up moving out. They moved to like this little high rise. It's cute or whatever. They move over there. They're living there for like 2 years or whatever. And so what happens is, I felt like Becky was missing her rent from time to time, but the owners was like, they was done with her. They was over it. They was not having it no more. They went ahead and put Becky on out. And she was still there. Like, they didn't just throw her out on her ears, but she was still at her house, but she had to figure out where she was going to go. She was trying to do all kind of stuff except the house from whatever she messed up. And so, mind you, Tommy and my daughter only had a 1-bedroom apartment because they only had the one kid. And so, Becky ended up moving in with them eventually. She ended up moving in with them. She was in there sleeping on like an air mattress or whatever. I don't know. And her kids in the front. She had her two kids with her. They in there sleeping in the front on the air mattress in their living room. Y'all, so then on top of that, y'all, Becky has another kid that's out of state. She done imported the daughter to come stay too. So now the oldest daughter is in there. The 2 kids and Becky, and and my daughter and her daughter and Tommy is all in a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. So, you know, I'm just, you know, everything is just going. I'm not getting too much into their business because that's not my business. So, you know, I will be going over there from time to time. But mind you, this is really during COVID. This time is during COVID, the height of COVID. So, you know, they're all together in the house. You know, they're just living. And so eventually my daughter and her dude, they were like, well, let's just move to a 2-bedroom. So then now they want to move to a 2-bedroom. So they end up moving out of where they were staying at. They moved to a 2-bedroom. Becky is still sleeping in the living room on her mattress. She still has her 2 kids with her. And she has the oldest daughter with her. So they are all living in the apartment. They're living in that apartment. Oh, wait. Hold on. I missed the part. No, actually, they're still living over there in the high rise. But before they moved out, so they're still living in the high rise. But what ended up happening, and this is actually before her daughter came, so I skipped a part. I skipped a big part. So this is actually before her daughter came. So they're living over there, and so I'm just like, dang, that's crazy. I'm feeling bad for my daughter because I'm like, dang, all them people in there, and they're all living in the 1-bedroom apartment. So at this time, me and Becky, we've grown closer. So I'm just like, girl, like, just come over here for a little bit, get on your feet, and go on, like, you know, get you a spot. So she comes on over to my house. She's at my house. She's there like, she's probably there about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks. I didn't let her stay there too long. I'm like, you need to get on your feet or whatever, you know, get your bread up, get on your feet. Becky is trying to get on her feet. You know, she's working at everything. She's not finding nothing for real. And Becky then came to the house and infected us all with COVID. Well, she infected my youngest daughter with COVID. I had to go to the freaking doctors, take her to the doctors. They not letting everybody in. I'm sitting in the car with my daughter for 9 hours. I contract COVID because I'm sitting in the car with her for 9 hours and it's cold as hell outside. Y'all. Mind you, Becky has no melanin, so she's just a little bit disgusting. So her kids is, you know, they're in here. We're like, her son is like, I'm not gonna get sick. I'm not trying to get sick. So he is acting hella funny, and I get it. Like, he don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick either. I didn't even know I had COVID because when I went there, I told them to test me and test her. They test her. She got COVID. I'm not active, but because I was in the car with her for 9 hours, by the time it was time for me to go to sleep, baby was big sick. Mind you, I didn't have to put her in her room. I had to take care of her, spray all the Lysol. I didn't put like stuff under her door to keep them germs in there. So now at the end of the night, I'm feeling sick. My throat is hurting. I'm sweaty. I'm hot as hell. I then gave it to Joe Myron. He's sweaty. He hot as hell. It's just all bad. I'm just like, ugh, I gotta get her out of here. She's wearing a fake mask. Her mask has holes through it. Just giving disgusting. Not even really like, and she's in the store with her face out. I can't breathe in this mask. Girl, that's not even a real mask for real, but whatever. So eventually we end up kicking COVID. And we got over it. So now the house is back, you know, back to normal. My sister ends up calling me. Well, actually, my sister knew Becky, but she knew Becky needed a spot to stay in. So my sister ends up calling me and she's like, yo, I gotta, she tells me she's been talking to Becky, but she's like, her son is moving out of his spot. Becky can move in, and she's giving her, like, you know, letting her move in. And so I'm like, oh, that's dope. Oh shit, I'm missing another part. My bad. So y'all, when Becky was at my house, before we gonna go back to put a pin in it, as my sister would say, put a pin in it. So y'all, as Becky is at my house, I'm telling her, like, I was working because after, y'all, during this time, my daughter passed away. Aaliyah passed away. And so Becky, yeah, she was there. She was helping me with a lot of stuff. We were trying to get it in order. I definitely missed that big part. We're trying to get it in order. So, you know, everything is a daze to me. I'm in a daze. Everything is horrible. And I'll give y'all that story about my daughter. If y'all want that story, just let me know. But I'm like, you know, I definitely missed that part. So, you know, everything is ablaze. So Becky actually is there for a little bit longer. So, like, after my daughter passed, I hop to it. I get 2 jobs. I'm going to school. I am trying to stay busy as hell. Like, I don't even want to sleep. I do not want to sleep. I just want to stay woke. I'm just so numb. I can't sleep. And mind you, I lost my daughter when she was 22, so it's not even like, and not to say if you lose a little newborn baby, it's not the same, but I have had 22 years to love on this girl. So, y'all, I'm very, like, just sick and numb, just trying to get through it. Really trying to get through it. Just really trying to get through it. And, y'all give me a second. But anyway, just trying to get through it. And with that being said, you know, Becky is really showing me that she's a good friend. And, you know, I'm really thinking that Becky is, like, cool. Like, she really sat there. She was, like I said, my daughter was cool with her. And I'm just really thinking that Becky is a good person, you know. Like I just said, I was going through so much at that time. So everything is like a blur. However, once I started working these jobs, going to school, doing everything I had to do, y'all, I came home before and I called Joe Myron outside talking to Becky. And mind you, you got trackers all on my phone. Why am I catching you outside talking to Becky? So I catch Myron outside talking to Becky, y'all. And so when I pull up, they looking just basically disheveled and shit. And so I'm like, I walk up and I'm looking because I had a real job and then I had a part-time job that was like at a gas station. I needed something because I would work from like 6 in the morning to like 3, and then I had to be at work from 4. I was supposed to be at work, no, actually not from 4. I had to be at work from like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Is that right? 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.? I believe so. Something like that. It was a long shift. I do know that. No, not 6 a.m. because I had to be at work at 6 a.m. So it was like 6 to like, it wasn't till like 2, I think till 5. I think that my boss would come and let me out. My boss, she was my friend, so she plugged me. So she would come in at 5 and let me go home so I could be at work by 6. And so she would come and let me go. And then we would close the store for like an hour because that's how it was during COVID, y'all. So I catch her outside talking to Joe Myron, and then he ends up going in the house and she's outside and I'm outside standing by her. Yo, and I tell Becky, I'm like, girl, you better be careful because you gonna fuck around and this thing is gonna be lying on you. You better stay careful. You better be careful. Don't just ever talk to him alone. I tell her that, and not because I'm insecure or not because I care, because I don't care at all. But y'all, I'm just letting her know, like, this ain't the move. This is not the move, because if you sit up here and you talk to Joe Myron by yourself, he's gonna lie on you for sure. He's gonna lie on you for sure. And I got a Christmas story to tell y'all about Joe Myron too. I need to do that one too. But he's gonna lie on you for sure. And so she's like, okay. So this ain't the first time I caught her outside talking to Joe Myron. This is like the second time. So girl, but I see the look on her face, like it's a look of like, it's like a look of, like she felt like, you could tell the look in her face was like guilt. But I didn't know what that look meant, because I was just like, girl, like, I don't care about them talking, like they know each other. I don't care about them talking. I'm not insecure for real. Y'all, with that being said, we are getting to the meat and potatoes of the story, and I cannot wait to really get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it for real, because listen, I cannot make this shit up. I'm my mama. I can't make shit up. Hey, no, I'm just playing, but I cannot make shit up. I swear. Like, y'all, we gotta fucking do this. We are almost there, y'all. We are almost to the end. We get into it, y'all. We get into it. So, y'all, please make sure y'all like, subscribe, baby, and hit that bell. Share with a friend. Share with a cousin. Share with a relative. I don't care who you share with. Just share it. Y'all push these videos. This shit right here, I'm dropping dimes. Make sure you are... Am I dropping dimes or diamonds? I'm dropping diamonds. Y'all, make sure y'all picking up what I'm putting down. This is about the red flags. You see this shirt, red flags, red flags, red flags. Y'all, with that being said, y'all, I'll see y'all in my next video. Y'all, on the last episode, I mentioned how Becky was out here politicking with Joe Myron when Becky is my friend. But she out here politicking with Joe Myron, which is fine. You know, everybody got to find out their own niche, because I know I had to. Child, let's go back down this memory lane. So, y'all, with that being said, Becky has finally moved on out. Becky has moved on out to her spot. Becky's living in her spot. Y'all, when I tell you, you know, it's kind of cool a little bit. You know, we chopping it up. She invites me over one time. I go on over there. And her spot is cool. It's cute. It's nice. It's quaint. It's enough room for her and her 3 kids. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, Becky, I see you. It's nice in here. You know, I'm just letting her know it's really nice. And she's like, oh, thank you, blah, blah, blah. So, mind you, I used to work from home at this time. Let's fast forward to like 2 months. I'll say 2 months. I've only been over there like twice. But say fast forward to 2 months. 2 months passes. I'm at work. I get a call from Becky. I answer the call because that's what we do. Even if we're at work, we're going to answer the call for each other. So I answered the call for Becky. Becky is in hysterics, and she's like, where's Shay Shay at? Where's Shay Shay at? She's not answering my call. They're coming to put me out. They're coming to put me out.
Eviction notice, and I'm just like, oh shit, this gonna be crazy, because you already know an eviction notice, bitch, it's up.
I'm like, who putting you out? Yo, she's like, the people are putting me out, the constables. I'm like, why? What happened? She's like, because I guess she missed a month of rent, or her son missed a month of rent. I'm like, what? Y'all, I am baffled, because you ain't been there that long to be really messing up nothing. But Becky is a gambler. Becky will gamble. And don't get me wrong, Becky win jackpot sometime. She got herself jackpot princess. So sometimes she gonna win. You know, tweakers always gonna win. And so, oh, before I get to that part, y'all, I missed a big part. So, prior to this, I'm rolling around with Becky in the car. I don't know, I think we're going to the store doing something. Y'all, I'm rolling around with Becky in the car, y'all. And this is when she's still at my house. I'm rolling around with Becky in the car. And, you know, I like vapes. I do smoke vapes. I know they're not good. I don't need to hear from nobody. However, Becky had one. I was like, oh, girl, let me hit your vape. Because when I was with your Myron, he would go crazy about me having vape. So I didn't have no vape. And so she was like, so I go in her purse to get it. Y'all, this is how I found out Becky was a tweaker. Y'all, I go in Becky's purse. It's a whole speed pipe in her purse.
Goddamn.
Y'all, I am floored to the fuck. Floored. Shocked as hell. Why does Becky, what? Becky, you do drugs. Flabbergasted. Like, flabbergasted. Indeed. What? Why would you have a speed pipe in your purse, my girl? Oh my God. Of course, I didn't tell John Myron because it's not his business. But who I do tell, I tell my daughter. I tell my oldest daughter, that's her mother-in-law. So I tell her, she's like, oh yeah, she has that type of problem. Girl, what? Why didn't you tell me she has that type of problem? Like, girl, that's something I need to know. I be having her around me. I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me, young baby. Little baby, young baby, all the babies. What? Yo. This bitch is a whole crackhead out here in the street? Eh? Nobody told me. I am shocked. Beyond shocked. I don't even say nothing to her. I see it. I just get out of her purse. You know, I don't say nothing. I'm glad we riding in her car because baby can't be riding in my car. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention, Becky's car was all the way out. I even lent her a car for months for her to drive. Yo, but Becky has a speed pipe in her purse. I did not know that this lady did speed. I never even seen her acting. I never seen her eyes tweaked out, bugged out. She would be cleaning sometime crazy, but not too much. Even at her house, it didn't look like an addict lived there because your house isn't that clean. But what? So like I said, I don't tell Joe Myron. I don't tell Joe Myron. I can't make this shit up. This is on my daughter Aaliyah. On God. What? Becky's a whole tweaker. So then I'm just like I said, it took me a minute to even say anything to anybody because I am floored. Y'all, I am floored. Floored. So anyway, like I stated, Becky moved into her spot. She was getting put out. And so now everything is making sense why she's getting put out. So are you not paying your rent to support your habit? You got 2 habits at this. You really got 3 habits. You drink Jack Daniels like it's water. You gamble down at the local gambling halls, casinos, y'all. You doing drugs. Like, girl. And you got kids. Like, you stretching yourself very thin. Just like you do your legs. But you stretching yourself very thin, my girl. What in the hell is going on? So like I stated, I get that call. She's like, Shay Shay's not calling me back. Can you call her? So I call her and she answers the phone, of course, and she's like, what's going on? I'm like, they said they're putting Becky out. She said that your son missed a month's rent, a month behind or something. They putting her out. And her son got a good job. I know dang well. My nephew ain't missing nobody's rent. That's what I definitely know. He's not missing nobody's rent. Excuse me, y'all. He's not about to miss nobody's rent for real. And I already know this. And so, I'm shocked. And so she's like, what? So then I'm like, call her. So she calls her. And then she's like, yes, she missed rent. And she was like, yeah, when I tried to go in there, I don't know if she's trying to pay late or what. But definitely was something going on. So after all this occurs, Joe Myron's in here. Like I said, I'm at work. And I look at him. I'm like, oh, no. I said, Lord. I said, Becky said they have to put her out. Becky said they about to put her out. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, she can't come back over here. Because you can't. Because why? Girl, I didn't do too much for you already. And so Joe Marvin is like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But I don't know if he's already talking to her, dealing with her. I don't know, because I wouldn't really care too much about where Joe Myron went. Like, I wasn't on Joe Myron's bumper like that. He was probably over there already. I don't know. So, y'all, Becky goes to live with our kids. She's living with our kids in the 2-bedroom. It's her, my 2 kids, my daughter 2 kids. Well, not my 2 kids, my son-in-law, my daughter, her 2 kids. It's Becky's 2 kids. Well, Becky's 3 kids. And come to find out, Becky's daughter is pregnant. So all these people is at the 2-bedroom house. Becky's in there sleeping on the air mattress again. Giving all she got to the air mattress. She's in there sleeping on the air mattress again, y'all. Girl, y'all, come to find out. So, everything is cool. And then she was like, oh, you ain't came to see me. So Becky actually starts staying in hotels, different hotels around the city. Because remember I said she's a big gambler. So she gets, credits to these hotels and casinos. And so, she ain't going to be down too long. One thing I can say about her, she can be a hustling little bitch sometime. A manipulative little bitch. She a whole bunch of little bitches, but one thing she gonna do is she gonna hustle and get to the bag and keep her little job and try to get to it. So literally, she's down, she goes and she gets to her hotel room. She gets to her hotel room. And so she's like, you should come over, she's like, you should come over. I'm like, all right, well, where you at? She tells me where she's at. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull up. Literally, I was gonna meet my cousin, but she wasn't ready because she had came in from Detroit. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull up. And so I go over there, and it's weird because I'm calling the bra, she's not answering. I'm calling her, she's not answering. Any of the time she's picking up. She's not answering nothing. So I'm like, okay, what's she doing? So I'm like, whatever. So eventually my cousin calls me and she's ready for me to come see her. I go see my cousin. We having a good old time. Everything's good. We having a great time. We had a great dinner. She got hella people with her. It's a vibe. We doing that. It's a vibe. So after that, I go home. After hanging with my cousin. And so the next day, I'm calling Becky like, girl, why you ain't answering your phone? And she was like, oh, girl, I fell asleep. I ain't never seen you fall asleep that fast for real life. Never have I. But I'm like, okay, I don't put 2 and 2 together. I don't put 4 and 4 together. It's just whatever. I'm not questioning what she's saying. So, y'all, mind y'all, the whole time Becky is staying in the hotel, her kids are still at the house with my daughter and her husband. They still at the house. Becky's son is in there. So actually, Becky, I guess she was in between. When she's in between hotels, she goes back and stay there. So she's getting into it with her son. Her son is mad because she took away his phone, and he was like, "You better give my phone back. You better give my phone back." Mind you, Becky is not. She has no melanin. Her kids do got melanin. So they trying to bully her a little bit or whatever, talking crazy to her, and so Becky's son tells her, if you don't give me my phone back, I'm going to tell him who you talking to. Mind you, in the past, Becky literally asked me, this is Joe Myron calling on the line. She was like, why would he be calling me? I'm like, girl, I don't know how to answer it. So this is after we split up. This is after we had split up. And I still got to get back to that story because I'm just introducing Becky to it. And so Becky is like, just Joe Myron calling me. She's like, why would he be calling me? I'm like, girl, I don't know. So she answers the phone. She's like, she asked Joe Myron. I guess Joe Myron asked her, can he make her resume? And she's like, yeah, I can make your resume. And so that's that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bounce back to tomorrow so I can get to that point too. But you know, the son is really giving it to her. Like, I'm gonna let them know what's going on. I'm gonna let them know what's going on. Who you talking to? She was like, I'm just gonna say, call him boy. Fucking boy, you better not. You better not. And so she's like, when I get up out of her, I don't care. I don't care. Mind you, my daughter is hearing this. She's listening to this, and now she's like, well, what's going on? What happened? And so she's not saying nothing. He's not saying nothing. Y'all, it's getting thick out here in these streets. It's thick out here in these streets. And not the bad thick that Becky is. A whole circle thick. Not that type of thick. But thick, thick. And so, my daughter, she's quick with the math. She's trying to put two and two together. Two and two together. Two and two together. Y'all, with that being said, y'all stay tuned because we're going to go ahead and bounce back to Myron because I got to let y'all know how we got here, for real. Make sure y'all go ahead, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Share with a friend, share with a family member. Because we going there. We on that way. That way. With that being said, y'all, see y'all on my next video. That being said, Becky did too much. She's done too much, and she's done too much. Oh, she wants to make Myron's resume. That's fine. Everything is fine. You out here trying to, you my friend, but you out here trying to save Joe, which is fine. Like I said, I didn't care too much. I didn't care. Like I said, you know, it's both. So it was nothing on me. And I wanted him to leave me alone. So y'all, with that being said, we finna get to the thick of things. Thick as me. To the thick of things. So y'all, one day I'm at home, I'm doing school, because like I said, I was going to school. I used to do my school online. So I'm doing my schooling online, y'all. And so it's actually my brother's birthday too. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cut school short. I'm gonna go ahead and hang out with my brother. Myron knows this. And my brothers and my sons are hella close. So my brother and my sons are hella close. So I go ahead and, you know, I end school. I asked Tubby, I'm like, you ready to go? He's like, yeah. So I talked to Myron. Myron's like, well, I'm finna cook and then I'm finna work on something. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. He's like, call me when you on your way back. Okay. Mind you, Myron got a tracker on my car 24/7, 38 days a week. Ain't no 38-day weeks, but you know what I'm talking about. It's all day. So, you know, so I'm like, he's like, okay. I'm like, okay, bet. He's like, all right, so I gather my son. We going down. We go with my brother. He got some people out here. He's bowling. We're bowling. All the things. And at this time, I do got a little, yeah. I don't know if he'll be back calling me, yeah. You know, my little person, you know, we're chopping it up on the phone or whatever. But I go to where my brother's at. They're bowling, actually. And so I go there, and then he gets like 10 friends with him. We go. I'm like, all right, so we got to get shots for my brother because it's his birthday. And I guess it was a couple of people's birthday there that he was with. So, but it's his actual birthday. So we go to the bar, get shots. My son is over there bowling with my brother. He's showing him what he needs to do. I go and get shots, you know, everything. I'm talking on the phone and everything. So I come back, and I'm like, I got the shots. Y'all, Myron is blowing me up like, are you on your way back? Are you on your way back? Nigga, why would I be on my way back? Did I call you to tell you I'm on my way back? Did I call you? Because he told me to call you. That's what I believe. And so he was like, and so I don't know if he wants me to call him. Maybe Becky was over here. I don't know why he wanted me to call him. And so I'm like, I'm not. And I'm like, no, I'm not on my way back. And mind y'all, Becky messed with my brother. The same brother I'm with right now. Y'all, spreading that thing thin. So I'm just like, no, I'm not on my way back. And he was like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking it's cool. Like, oh, okay. Like, you cool? Is you cool, bitch? He's like, but I'm still on the phone, but I can hear him say, this is some bullshit. What? I'm like, no, you some bullshit. I don't even know what got into me for real, but I was just over him. I was over him. I done lost my daughter. Shit, I can't lose shit else with you, so it don't even matter. If I lost her, anything else can go. So I'm like, what? He was like, this is some bullshit. I bet. I'm like, nah, you some bullshit. I hang up the phone. Baby, listen. When I tell y'all I couldn't even really enjoy my brother's birthday, this man was calling me back to back to back to back. blowing me up. Blowing me up. I had to have at least 100 calls by the time I left that bowling alley, y'all. At least 100 calls. This is when it's kicking in for me that you're crazy. You are psychopathic. You are a lunatic. You are a straight weirdo. This is when it's kicking in for me. Y'all, at the end of the night, it's done. It's like an hour or 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours. We were at max that we were there. My son has to go somewhere. He asked me to drop him off to his folks' house. Yeah, I go drop my brother off to his hotel. I go take my son where he needs to go, and then I'm going home. But now that I'm going home and there's no interruptions, and you're not about to make me look crazy in front of everybody. He probably was at the bowling alley spying on me, to be honest with you, because he probably knew where I was at. He knew we were going bowling. However, when I get to the house, he's not there, which is fine with me. But then I get to thinking, do you really want to go in that house? Do you really want to be woke up by some shenanigans about some fuck shit? No, I don't. I don't. I don't. So y'all, as I'm driving to the house, about to pull in, I just take off and continue driving. I'm driving to my mama's house. My mama lives like 10 minutes away. I'm driving to my mama's house. Y'all, I'm still hungry though, because Myron was making food. I drive right to Taco Bell. Grab me a little meal. Mind you, I'm talking to baby on the phone. We talking, we chopping it or whatever. I'm talking to baby on the phone. I go ahead and I get to my mama's house. I tell baby, let me call you back. I'm finna call my mama so they can let me in the house. I call her and I'm like, Mom, can I live there for the night? And she's like, what you talking about? I give her the scenario. She's like, oh, that's crazy. And so of course she lets me in. She lets me in. I stayed there. My car's parked in the front. Everything. So I'm in the house. I'm talking to baby on the phone, and he's just like, that's crazy. You gotta be like this. You gotta live like this. I'm like, I already know it. So, you know, we're just chopping it. Everything's going cool. He's cool. We just, you know, having a good time. So the morning comes. Remember, I told y'all I work from home. The morning's coming. It's like, I gotta be working at 7. I gotta be at work at 7. Yeah, I get home. Cause I have a new schedule. So I get home. I gotta be working by 7. And mind you, I only have a garage door opener to my house. I don't have the like key to get in the house. So, you know, I try to open it with the garage door. It's not opening. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? So that I'm like, all right. So that I'm banging on the door and he's not answering. I get in the car, I call him, he's not answering. I'm like, oh my God, this nigga out here on his petty bitch shit. He's on his period type shit. Had I come in the house, and mind you, like I said, he has a tracker on my car, so he knows I was in my mama's house. Had he had came to the door in a whole different manner, we might not be here today. I'm lying, y'all. We would be here today. Still, because this nigga's a bitch. So anyway, he doesn't come to the door. I'm calling him. He's like, go back to that nigga you was with last night. Dirty bitch, because that's what my daughter's baby daddy told her. You dirty bitch. You can't get me checked up out of here that quick, nigga. You can't do it. I'm too thick for that. My skin is too fucking thick for that. So, you know, I'm banging on there. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead and call 311 and have the police come out here and escort this nigga out. I better flush him out, because that's one thing. He respects the police. That nigga respects the police. And so he's not coming to the door. Finally, he comes to the door. I have a brand new car. I think at this time it was a 2022. That bitch nigga comes to the car and kicks the shit out of my door. Little man Tate kicks the shit out of my door. When I tell you I jump about the car, run to the door, he slams the door in my face. I'm like, oh, you's the old pussy ass nigga. Because he is. And he was. What? And so I'm sitting back outside waiting for the police to come and let me in, because like I have to get to work. Y'all, eventually he comes outside and he's talking to me by the front door. One thing about him, he's very cautious of cameras and all the things. So he's talking to me by the front door, and he was like, you know what? I'm like, what? He's like, you the reason why your daughter dead. I'm the reason why my daughter is dead? You bitch ass nigga. I'm the reason why my daughter is dead? let's get to it. Let's talk about it. So he was like, you're the reason why your daughter's dead, and you're pushing me to the edge, and I'm gonna go do something to myself too. And bitch, I'm not going along. I'm gonna blow your brains out too. Who brains? Who brains, bitch? Mind y'all, I had a total of 3 guns. This nigga just stole all 3 motherfucking guns.
Damn, all 3 of them?
So you coochie nigga. You gonna try to shoot me with my own gun? So, y'all, I'm like, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. And so with that being said, so then he goes back in the house. He locks himself in the house. I don't know what he's getting, whatever he's getting. I don't know. But I'm still outside, waiting for the police to come. Then when he comes outside, he's like, you go in the house, because he knows I called the police already. So he's trying to like low-key run me over. And so, you know, I'm like, all right, bet. So eventually I make it in the house. I get in the house. I got to call my manager because I'm late. I can't get into my computer. I'm late. I am late. The pussy ass nigga took some shit to my computer. I can't even get into my computer. So I'm like, all right, bet. So y'all, the police come. I talk to them, whatever. I let them know he's left. They gave me a card, tell me to go down there, put a restraining order on him because it sounds like that's what I need to do. They're asking if I have any type of recording or any type of proof. No, like, what was I going to record on? Like, no. And so Shay picks me up because, like I told y'all, Myron has a tracker on my car. Shay picks me up. We get on down there to the courthouse. I put my restrainer on this nigga the same day. Everything, you know, everything. I get home, and I'm thinking, like, I don't got to do nothing extra, but I guess you really have to deliver the restraining order to the person, so you have to have them served. Yeah, I get home, and I'm just at home, and then eventually I let Myron know, you can't come back here. You can't come back here. I have a restraining order. You're not going to be able to stay here, or I'm not going to stay here. Y'all, Myron is livid. He's livid. But mind you, he has access to my house. So I'm not staying here. He's not staying here. But I'm definitely not staying here because I don't trust you, bitch. And so I literally went to my mama's house. I was just staying there for, however long. So y'all had to come back here to go to work. So I would pop up here and go to work in the morning and have the door locked because I can hear him coming in case he's on some fuck shit. Y'all, do y'all know that Myron came in here because we were supposed to go to a party for it. I don't even really think the nigga worked at Amazon, but he said he did. But he came in here like, are we still going to the party for Amazon? Sir, I'm not going nowhere with you. And why are you in here? I told you I have a restraining order on you. So he's coming back because he hasn't been served yet. And I know he knows the rules. I don't know the rules because I ain't never had to put no restraining order on nobody. Yeah, I know he knows the rules. And he's popping back up in here. I'm like, that's why I don't think he worked for Amazon, because how could you pop up in here all day long and work for a company? Like, you got to be locked in and stay there for at least 8 hours. Like, how did you come in here? And so, y'all, at the end of the day, I'm like tired. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and grab my stuff, take it to my mama's house, stay over there, bring my computer, stay over there, work from there. And so, like, the next day I come and I already have everything. The next day I come and pick up the dog, and he's here. He's like, you taking the dog? You don't even like this fucking dog. This is my dog. You taking the dog? Yes, I'm taking the dog. He knew when I took that dog, baby, that solidified that trap for him. Like, I was over it. I was no longer doing this shit. It was done. It was done. But y'all, hold out with me. Stick it out with me. Because, baby, it's only going to get better. Because I got to let y'all know how I served this man. This nigga taking me to court, all kind of stuff. I got to let y'all know how I served this man, his paperwork. Because he shouldn't have his paperwork because he was still showing up over here. And he was still fucking with me until I brought that beast on the scene. Once I brought that pit bull on the scene, he was no longer. He was all bitch after that. All bitch. But we gonna get to it, y'all. We gonna get to it. Y'all, make sure you like, subscribe, baby, and what? Hit that bell. Again, let's thank all the truck drivers that support me. Be out here on the open road. Toot, baby. In the last episode, I let you guys know I had to get a restraining order on JoJo because JoJo was out here tripping. He was out here big tripping. Not the little tripping, but the big tripping. One thing about JoJo is he does not like rejection. He don't like rejection, y'all. He don't like rejection. So, y'all, we just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We don't need to do too much. So, y'all, on the last episode, like I stated, Myron, I had to get a restraining order on this little man. I had to get a restraining order on him. He refused to leave my house. He refused not to be coming by here. For some reason, he was really attached to my home. I don't know why, but he was really attached here. I literally paid this man $2,000 to leave. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that receipt up in here too. Scratch everything out, put that receipt. But he refused to leave for real, y'all. That man refused to leave. Like, what's wrong with him? It's getting every bit of crazy. So, y'all, so I literally had to pack my stuff up, go to my mama's house, stay over there, and just work from there for like a little bit. So I literally stayed there for like at least 2 weeks, I want to say. I wanted him to have enough time. I tried to be cordial and let him have enough time to get the little things that he had up out of here. So y'all, like that. So with that being said, I literally, like I said, I left. I would come by the house periodically, check the mail. And it's crazy, y'all, because I didn't even mention this, y'all. So I have never given Joe Myron a key to my mailbox. Never. Because I didn't trust him. Never. Y'all, do y'all know that this man, he told me he wanted to put his daughter in the school by this house. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's cool. Like, the daughters, you know, they don't live with me or nothing like that, but I guess he just wanted to use the address. So he's asking me for a freaking light bill. Because all the bills are in my name. Everything's in my name. So he's asking me for a light bill. So I'm like, all right, I don't think nothing of it. I give the man the light bill. Y'all, do y'all know that this man made a fake lease, y'all? Went on down to the post office. Had a key made with my bill. Had a key made. Put his goofy ass name on a lease that his name was never on. I've been in this house years before I even married this crazy man. Y'all, I cannot make this stuff up. So this man goes and he gets a fake lease made and gets a key to my mailbox. Y'all, he gets the key made to my mailbox and he is literally checking the mail. And then one day I get to the mailbox and I'm like, what the hell is this man's name in my mailbox? So I take it out, close my mailbox back. That's that. Y'all, I go to the mailbox again. His name is back in the mailbox. First of all, one thing about this man, he keep him a P.O. box. He don't want nobody to have one up on him, so he's never going to allow some mail to go to somebody's house. Like, he's never going to do that. And so, but I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, why would the postman keep doing this? So I tear the name out the mailbox because I'm like, yeah, like, what? So I tear the name out the mailbox. Y'all, this, like, if you don't trust somebody, you really should not marry them because literally this was hell. Hell on earth. Hell. So I'm like, this is strange. But come to find out, we're going to put a pin in this because we're going to get back to this. But it was crazy because I'm just like, what the hell? So, like I said, I had to get a restrainer on JoJo and everything. Y'all, I go on down to the courthouse. I get the restraining order. I'm letting him know that I got a restraining order on you. We can't be around each other. But he knows the rules. He knows that. I feel like he knows if he's around that person who has a restraining order, then he can. The restraining order will be voided. But I was not having that this time. Like he even said, he's like, we said worse stuff to each other and we got through it. Yeah, we may have said worse stuff to each other, but I never had a child that passed away, and you said something about it, like, cause that was a one-time thing. Like, it hasn't happened again. Knock on wood. I hope it never happens again before my time. But the fact that you would even say that to me is giving like, you's really a bitch. It's giving all the bitch made tendencies. Yeah. So I'm letting him know. Like I said, he's popping up at the house periodically while I was here working. That's why I had to remove all my equipment from here and get up out of here. So y'all, so I'm up out of there, but I'm working like 2 jobs. I'm still doing my thing or whatever. Y'all, so then he's like my play brother, but I've been knowing him for mad years. And so he's like, sis, give me a ride down the street because I'm just getting off work. And I'm like, this is like one of the first times in years that I'm really free and I ain't got to really worry about nobody bothering me and pulling up on me. So I thought, pulling up on me and everything. Mind you, I'm calling his sister, trying to get his sister, get him in order and all these things. Sister is no help at all. Like, none. No help. And so we go to the barber, chilling, but I already told my bro, I'm like, yo, I'm letting him know the situation with JoJo and how everything is going, and he is like, yeah, that's crazy. And he is a big, when I say big, 6'7", 400-pound type dude, black, like, big. And so, you know, we talking and he's in there because he does like DJing and stuff like that. So we're at one of the bars that he be working at sometime too. So, you know, we chopping it all at the bar and stuff, and I'm letting him know. And I'm like, I had to get the restraining order and everything because he would pop up at my job and just walk in there and be like, we're turning off the lights, we're preparing to leave. The lady basically even fired me because she was like, it's too much, you know, we're worried about him coming in here and spazzing out and doing something to you and all this and this and that. Which you know, I get it. I get it. You know, because he would come in there looking hella crazy, like, oh, y'all not done yet? You're not done? Like, sir, like, are you paying me here? You're not paying me nothing. So why do you care if I'm done? And so, y'all, we're at the bar, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere. So, I'm sitting right here, bro sitting right here, and it's an open seat right here. He comes up and he sits down. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. What? First of all, how did you not? Well, we know how he knew I was there because he had a tracker around my car. But I don't know if he was sitting out there stalking me, waiting for me to leave the job, and I didn't go the way he thought I was going to go, and that didn't work for him. Y'all, he runs in there, and I'm shocked and flabbergasted. So I'm looking at the nigga in his face like, what are you doing here? And bro see him, he's like, nah, you're not about to talk to her. And he's like, this my wife. He's like, you're not about to talk to her. Y'all, I don't know if he just shaved his beard. I don't know what the hell Myron has just done to himself. But he got on a hoodie. It's almost like summertime for real. But he got on a hoodie, y'all. And he got some gray shit hanging from his, like, you know how if you freshly shave and then like the cotton from the new sweater or something like that be hanging on your chin? He has the shit hanging on his chin. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? And what the fuck is that on your chin? He's like, what? Get that shit off your chin. You looking fucking, you're already in here looking crazy. So y'all, he is causing a scene. I'm calling his sister. I'm like, yo, your brother is in here. He's big tripping. You need to call him and let him know he needs to go. So then I guess his sister finally calls him, and he's like, and I go to the bathroom while bro is handling Myron. And so I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be harder than I thought. He just cannot not take no for an answer. So y'all, bro is bouncing him up out of there. He gets him up out of there. Old boy is outside. Myron's outside. Bro is outside, and he's out there. I can hear them out there like bickering. And he's like, yeah, she's in here with a nigga. First of all, this ain't my nigga. Low key got one, but this ain't my nigga. However, when bro come back into the building, I don't even see Myron. I'm surprised he didn't pop my tires and then at that time, cause baby, he be giving it all that he got.
Love, she be cross country, giving all that she got.
For real, giving it all that he got. So I'm just like, I'm like, I gotta go. So I wait for a little bit before I leave. I give it like 45 minutes or so before I leave. You know, I dip out, I hit back to my parents' house, and I'm back over there because I'm not about to be, nope, I ain't gonna do it. Can't do it. Y'all, so, and I'm talking to my real dude on the way home. I'm talking to him while he was outside. I'm talking to him while I'm still at the bar, letting him know, yo, this fool just came in here. He's like, for real? He's like, you want me to come up there? No, don't come up here. And so, but it's just getting crazy. And thank God, like I said, bro was right here because I would have been in there. It'd have been all bad for your girl. All bad. I don't know what the man, what type of time he was really on, y'all. But what? Like, nobody can get this crazy man in line. Like, that's why, like I said, he don't really have no people he really fuck with because he's fucking crazy. So, y'all, so that happens. And so, of course, bro is checking in with me periodically. You good, sis? You good, sis? He still check on me to this day. You good, sis? Yeah, bro, I'm good. So, with that being said, like, I'm thinking he's thinking that we're going to be back together for real because, but I've never had to get a restraining order on you, and I knew that this was done. I knew it was over with. I knew it was done. So, like I said, periodically I would pop up by the house, and then he would, it's so crazy. I don't know where the hell he would be, but he would speed race home. You're not supposed to be over here. And I'm not knowing why he's saying that, but I'm like, nigga, this is my house. Like, what you mean I'm not supposed to be over here? So then I would come over there, and y'all, I had my parents come to me one time. Y'all, they got into a whole screaming match. Father got into a whole screaming match with this man. They are out here getting into it. He's talking about some, fuck you punk ass white boy, this and that, getting to it, like, embarrassing. But mind you, he never wanted no smoke down on Father's Day. He didn't want no smoke, but now that you're in your car and rolling, he wants all the smoke. You's really a bitch. You know better than this. You know you have no handwork. Did you forget you don't know how to fight, Joe Myron?
You know I don't play, Gina.
Baby, you can't fight.
You know you do not know how to fight. Anyway, with that being said, y'all, so it's just a lot going on. It's so much going on for me trying to get untangled out of this web we weave. Oh, we weave somebody web. So y'all, so with that being said, mind you, I'm still periodically talking to Becky. And I'm like, and mind you, she's still staying with the kids. And I'm like, girl, I'm telling her what happened. And she was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I had to go by the house. She's like, don't go over there alone. Do you want some wine? Don't go over there alone. This and that. But I don't know. I feel like they was already talking by this time. I don't know what was going on. And so she was like, I'm going to stop in. She's like, meet me over here. But I'm not going to meet you over there. I'm going to run by the house. Like, no. And so I don't know. She might have called the man. I don't know. So eventually, like, I think I was in there talking to him or something because I had to go by the house. And so I'm hearing a knock on the door and it sounded like the police is knocking. So I run to the door and I'm like, I open the door. It's my daughter and this Becky. And so I'm like, what's up? She was like, girl, I just didn't want you to come by yourself over here. I'm like, well, I mean, I need to come over here. I need to grab something. But so she's at the door and her and my daughter's at the door. So they come in and then I end up leaving. I don't even stay like too much longer because he was trying to talk. But I'm like, what, there's nothing to talk about. I mean, you've done everything you could do, possibly do to me. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm no angel because I'm no angel by far. By far. But crazy ain't never been me. Crazy has never been me to track anybody, to spy on anybody, to have hidden cameras and popcorn tins. My mind just don't work like that. Like, I just don't work like that. Like, I'm not even going to look and see if somebody's cheating on me. Now, if I just happen to see you cheating on me or if I happen just to find out, that's just what it is. It's not like I went looking for nothing because I'm never going to go looking for nothing because I don't really want to see. I'm not trying to keep stabbing myself. Ooh, child. PTSD. So, yeah, with that being said, so time is going by. Going by. So now we got court. So basically they're saying I have to evict this man out of court. In court. And so I'm like, evict him? I'm like, good Lord. Like, I don't feel like, can you just leave? But he don't want to just leave. So, y'all, we go to court. Y'all, we are down at the court. And finally our case is called. We get up there and we're talking to the judge. And he's like, yeah, we're married. So he keeps thinking he's throwing married around. So he keeps thinking that they're going to let him back in the house. Because we're married. But I got the ace in the hole. Daddy, I got the ace in the hole. I let the judge know. I'm like, I have a restraining order against him. And he's like, you have a restraining order? I'm like, I do. And he was like, well, you can't go back there. And he was like, but we're married. Yeah, you can't go back there. She has a restraining order. He said, I've never seen that paperwork. Can I get a copy of that paperwork? He's like, you want this paperwork? And he was like, yeah. He said, okay, so if she gives you this paperwork, this is going to constitute as you being served. Y'all, he's such a fucking dummy. So he's like, yeah, I want it. So the bailiff comes to get the paperwork for me, takes it on back over there to where he's at, gives it to him. He's looking at it. The judge is like, consider yourself served. But mind you, in the mix of all this, we're talking, like you were going, like we're saying what we're saying back and forth. Yeah, and I know my homegirl was in there. She was in the courtroom because I've been knowing her for like mad years. She's in the courtroom. Y'all, she's in the courtroom. Y'all, tell me why this fool, he was like, yeah, because this is our mutual friend. And he says her entire name out. First of all, she's not our mutual friend. She's my friend. And I pledged you with her to do some work for her. This is the only reason why you know her. It's not like you know her like she's your friend. Like, I'm sure she don't even work with you right now for real. But literally, she's my friend. He spazzes her name out. Everybody in the courtroom was like, everybody gasped. I don't even know what to say. I am so embarrassed. Y'all, big embarrassed. Tell me, that's our mutual friend. Nope, she's my friend. And you only know her because of me. And the fact, the audacity that you would yell this lady's name out at her job, this man just has no type of decor with him. He is just sloppy and just annoying as hell. Like, why would you do this to the down here to this lady's job? Like, why would you handle her like this? Because he's full of bitch-made tendencies, y'all. Say it with me. Bitch-made tendencies. This is what he's getting. Big giving. So, y'all, after that's done, everything's done. He has like X amount of days to grab his things and vacate the premises. And I give it to him. So, y'all, I tell my dad, I'm like, all right, let's go change the locks. It's time to change the locks, this, that, and the third. So we go over there. We get to the house. He's gone. But I'm guessing he didn't get everything he wanted. But he's gone. Y'all, this goofy ass, bitch ass nigga, we get there. Mind you, I had 2 refrigerators full of food and a deep freezer. But the refrigerator and the deep freezer were in the garage, and then the regular one in the house. Like, he didn't do anything to the one in the house. But y'all, we get there, and thank God we got there, because this fool unplugged the refrigerator and the deep freezer. So we must have got there at the freaking right after he left. I'm sure he had just left that day. So y'all, we get to the house, and my dad's like, yeah, he's gone. Mind you, I had a whole bunch of bikes. Remember the bikes that I was telling y'all about that was hanging up in the garage? He took my kid's bike. He took my bike. How much of a hoe can you be? So y'all, took my kid's bikes. Okay, fine. He took my bike. I don't give a fuck. Took my custom-made motorcycle he was working on. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, I was really feeling like I probably felt like he had some insurance on me. And that's why he's trying to get me to ride that bike. That bike was getting beautiful, though. I would say that. But he was slow dragging on it because he knew I was about to leave that ass. He knew he was hanging on borrowed time for real. So, y'all, with that being said, y'all, so we're in there looking around. And I'm just like, I'm like, okay, he gone. Y'all, in the living room, he took my TV out the living room. Y'all, I walk upstairs to my room, and I got pictures. I'm going to put these hoes in here. Y'all, I come upstairs, baby. When I tell you, I basically only had the clothes on my back. When I tell you, this bitch-ass nigga stole everything out of my closet. Everything. Things that was given to me for my daughter. Things my daughter has given me before she passed away. Y'all, he stole everything out of my closet. I had to literally start my wardrobe from scratch, which is fine because, baby boy bought me mad stuff. He suited and booted his girl. So, but that's fine though. But like, this nigga stole all the shit out of my closet. Everything, shoes, tennis shoes, everything. I kept telling my daughter, I'm like, I gotta go home. I feel like this nigga is stealing all my right shoes. He laughing like it's a joke. But I'm dead ass serious. I'm like, I have to go home. I gotta go check on my stuff. Y'all, I'm dead ass serious. I get upstairs, everything is gone. Everything is gone. He left me a couple of purses, but everything is gone, y'all. I cannot make this shit up. Y'all, I checked my drawers, everything is gone. But what the crazy thing is, y'all, the nigga kept trying to get in the house, kept trying to serve me with court papers, trying to get in the house. And I'm like, what the fuck else more do you want? What else is it more that you want? What do you want? What more could you want? Oh, y'all, he stole my wigs, underwears, everything. Y'all, I think the nigga want to be the baddest bitch. I think he wants to be the baddest bitch. That's what it's giving. I feel like he's walking around in my panties and bras somewhere and trying to fill them jeans. And he know he's too damn skinny to fill my jeans. That ain't gonna work for you. But I feel like he's walking around in his high heels and just talking to himself.
I get it. I can't believe it myself. I know. I'm so numb. I just hate him.
Trying to beat his face and shit. Because the shit you stole. Nigga, I know Becky can't fit him. And I know for sure the maid can't fit them. So I don't know what he did with it, for real. But it was cool. Like I said, out with the old baby, in with the new. That's what we giving here. But y'all, with that being said, actually, you know what? Hold on. So, before I end it, I called the man's sister. Mind you, the sister was on my head, this, that, and the third, trying to stay in contact. Oh, this and this. I called her. I'm like, your brother stole all my stuff. She's like, no. And the sister always seems like she's the sensible one. And I'm like, she's like, no, are you sure? Yes, I'm dead ass sure. I'm dead ass. And she was like, no. She's like, let me call him. Then she'll come back. He's not answering the phone. Well, bitch, is he still not answering the phone? Because you still ain't never called me back to give me my shit back. But like I said, it's cool though. It's cool, whatever, you know. Out with the old and with the new, baby. And that's what we did with you. So y'all, with that being said, y'all, we almost done with this. Okay, so the first thing I do, I call the police on out. They come out. I make a report. I hit my insurance company up to replace all the things. Because listen, what do I got insurance for if I can't use it? Like, why do I have it? So y'all, this is probably where I went wrong, because I should tell them I don't know who broke in my house. But I ain't do that. I kept it a buck because I need your neck. I need your head. I need your skinny ass chicken legs. I need everything on the platter. Because you played with me. You really played with me. You really tried it, y'all. So y'all, with that being said, they come out, they take the report, everything. So like, you know, I'm writing the names down, I'm writing everything down on the report, because I'm pulling a Myron on Myron. I ain't never called the police and made no type of paperwork trail or nothing. So, you know, I'm doing everything. Y'all, why does Myron talk to the people and tell them, oh, we were married? But did you tell them that you weren't supposed to be here? Did you tell them that you was kicked out? Did you tell them? Did you tell them? No, he did not tell them. Y'all, so this man is trying to make my life a living hell. So of course, y'all, once I see he's stolen everything, I called the bitch. When I called the little bitch, he did not answer the phone, of course. I called him like twice. And my dude was like, don't worry about it. Don't even call him no more. So I don't call him. I don't call him. But guess who's blowing my phone up 1,000 times once I quit calling him? Blowing my phone down with no caller ID, trying to block his calls. Because, of course, in the restraining order, I put, do not call me, don't contact me, none of the things. I don't want to talk to you. So, yeah, I'm in there chilling with my dude. We chilling. We Netflixing and chilling. So y'all just put two and two together. We Netflixing, we chilling. And who calls me, y'all? Myron calls me talking about, we need to talk. We need to talk. Talk about what? Nigga, we ain't got shit to talk about for real. Is my stuff outside? Like, what do we have to talk about? I'm begging to talk. I'm not talking to you. And so he wants me to pull up. I'm not pulling up. I'm not talking to you because, baby, this is done. You stole my stuff. You ain't no get back. Ain't nothing. Ain't none of the things. You done stole my guns. You done stole my clothes. I had to make a report with the stolen guns, everything. Y'all, he tells the insurance people that he knows me, so they don't cover none of my stuff. Like I said, that's fine, though. It's cool. I hope he the baddest bitch walking the Vegas streets at this point, because, listen, you got about a good $10,000 worth of stuff, so wigs, everything. So it's whatever. So like I said, so I moved forward. So now, you know, I'm moving forward with the divorce process because, baby, this shit is up and stuck. I'm over you. I'm tired. So y'all, I got to go back to court for the restraining order to keep the restraining order on. So we go back. I had to go back to court like I think a total of 3 times. So the second time I go to court and I'm telling the judge I want it indefinitely. Like, I don't want him to be able to have access to me or anything. This man is fighting hard to get the restraining order lifted. Like, why do you want the restraining order lifted? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, why you need the restraining order lifted? I'm not understanding it. If we're not gonna be together, we're not talking, I'm not fucking with you, clearly. Like, why do you want it lifted so badly? I don't know why. I don't know why, for real. So y'all, we get down to the court, and mind you, Myron like to keep him a little lawyer on retainer, for real. But I don't know why his lawyer didn't come with him this time. So we're down to the court. I'm explaining to the judge why the restraining order needs to stay on. I'm speaking circles around this nigga because he can't say his S's and shit.
The kid, this nigga with the list of testers and shit. How you want the pussy can't say your S's and shit?
For real. Like, stuttering ass, can't say shit for real. And so the judge is like, well, what's happening? I'm like, he put several trackers on my car. He's putting several hidden cameras in my house without my knowledge. He's been listening to me. I have this popcorn tin that he's made. He drilled a hole in the front and the back. The judge, her face is priceless. Her face is priceless. She's looking like, her mouth is to the floor, as it should be. Her mouth is to the floor. She's shocked as fuck. And she was like, you're doing this? I never did that. I didn't do any of that. And the tracker in her car, she wanted me to put the tracker in her car. I'm glad the judge could see through him, because she was like, why would she want you to put a tracker on her car? He was like, because her car got stolen before and she wanted me to put a tracker on her car. So I wanted you, let me just get this straight, y'all. So I wanted you to put a hidden tracker on my car that I didn't know about either. So you was just going to be the only one to find the car. Like, and I wanted you to be in control of the tracking. It's giving you a sick little individual. Like, why would I want you to keep track of me? I know where I'm at. I don't need you to keep track of me. You need to keep track of them badass kids, for real. That's who you need to keep track of, because you're not keeping track of them. That's who you need to keep track of. Them kids running circles around your ass. But you're worried about me. It's getting crazy, yo. It's getting crazy. So, y'all, so the judge is like, yeah, no, I don't feel comfortable with lifting the restraining order. I don't feel comfortable. So now he's in there mad. I done brought character witnesses with me, letting them know why he shouldn't, like why the restraining order should not be lifted. And so she is just like floored. My parents are there. So y'all, so when it's time to go, the bailiff, first of all, when I came in, the bailiff was hella nice. He didn't open the door for me. And then he was like, you wait right here. So I know he was annoyed behind that. Then we get in there. I done already talked to the bailiff outside before we even got there. I seen him at the elevator or something. We was talking. I didn't know he was going to be the bailiff in my case. And so we get down there, so the bailiff makes him wait. And then when I was leaving, he was like, you wait right here. So he let me leave first. So we're leaving. I'm with my parents and everything. So we're talking on the way out. But they're like, you should have seen how he got mad. He snatched his little bag up and stormed off. I'm sure he did. Like the little bitch that he is. Y'all, this shit was so diabolical. I cannot make this shit up. Like, this man stayed trying to be connected to me. And I'm telling you, if I didn't have the support that I had, I would have folded like a fucking lawn chair. I just want to thank y'all who supported me, and you know who you are. All my whole team. I still fuck with them. Everybody a long way. I love y'all. But y'all, with that being said, so Myron is just he's running around trying to tell everybody everything about me. This is that narcissistic behavior. He's trying to get to whoever he can get to first. Y'all, it's just getting crazy. He's trying to call my homegirl, like, she said this about you. My homegirl, she don't play that. Mind y'all, I called her something else in the video, but she said, bitch, I'm boss. Alright, my bad, y'all, to the camera died. But y'all, I was telling y'all in the last episode, well, in the last clip before it died, that he was calling all my people. Y'all, he messed around. He called Brenda, but she told me not to call her Brenda. She told me, she said, bitch, my name is Bossy. I'm the first one. I'm just playing. But she said, my name is Bossy. So, Bossy was like, Myron called me. I was like, all right. And she was like, yeah, he's talking about trying to tell me all this, and that. But mind you, I have never said nothing about my good sis, because I don't got nothing to say bad about her, for real. Like, this nigga is the one who stayed telling everybody business, for real. I'm telling y'all, I used to have to beg that nigga. Don't tell me nothing else about nobody down at our arts and crafts store. I don't want to hear that shit. That shit is so draining. I don't want to hear about all this shit, because you're telling everybody's business. Talking about how his homeboy had bought his bike and he was cheating on his wife, and he was on a bike with somebody else, and the girl fell off the bike. They trying to sue his insurance. It was so much shit going on. Like, every day was something. He was telling me something about how his one homeboy got into a car accident, how he was tricking off all his money with his one bra, bought her an engagement ring. It was just too much, y'all, for real. It was just too much. Talking about he wanted the ring back, he wanted the car back. So y'all, and it's a homeboy that he hang out with all the time. So y'all both is very bitch made, y'all. Yeah, so the nigga, so she's telling me this. I'm like, he's so fucking crazy. I'm like, she's like, I know Myron. I know how he get down. I know how he giving it up. Well, I'm glad somebody recognized. Cause listen, it's giving whole tendencies, for real. Ooh, child. Y'all, it's giving very bitch made, if nothing else. So y'all, he's just trying to get around and trying to talk to everybody, hoping I don't say nothing to nobody. But he don't know I really don't give a fuck, because I'm a solid person. Everybody know I've been solid. I ain't been in no shit. Every time this nigga has he's always in some shit, for real. He always has some issues with somebody. He's always into it with somebody, because he gossips like us. And that's what I get for trying to change up how I date people who I date. Cause let me tell you, I'm only dating niggas on my level now, cause I'm not giving out no sympathetic love no more. And best believe my person Yeah. Not doing that weird shit no more. Shit. At least if I'm gonna be played, it's gonna be played the right way. Not people not understanding what the fuck is going on. Like when they see us together, it's given he got money and he's buying me type shit. No, I'm not doing that no more. I don't give a fuck. So, yo, with that being said, literally, JoJo's bitch ass is on a rampage trying to just tear down my good name. Like my God-given good name. He's trying to tear her down. And so, you know, I'm just like not caring. It's just like whatever, you know. And it's crazy because I was seeing people inside, like I would go to like the swap meet or wherever, and I would see people I know that we know. And it was like, yo, you and Joe Myron not together no more? But they're on my head type shit. Like not like as a friend to him. Because at the end of the day, anybody he hung with always tried to speak to me before he was trying to speak to me or after he was speaking to me or during while I was with him. Like they just don't respect the little nigga for real.
What the hell you talking about? I am a boy.
But I'm just like, it's getting crazy. Like, so, like I said, I ran into this one person at the swap meet, and I'm just like, we're chopping it up. He was like, I didn't even know y'all was married for real. That's crazy. And we all knew what he was talking about. We all knew what that was gonna be like. Huh? He was like, they was like, yeah, you the first bad bitch he ever had. Yeah. Let this be a lesson to you bad bitches out there. You don't ever, never, red flag, pick up what I'm putting down. You never want to be nobody's first bad bitch. Because they don't know how to act. Because the one before me and the one after me, baby, ain't giving it. Not a drop, not a dime, not a nothing. For real. But with that being said, y'all, woo, child. So, like I said, he's just trying to talk to everybody. He's trying to talk to everybody and explain his situation. He's doing all the things, y'all. That's not really making a bit of sense to nobody because, like, why are you just out here talking for real? Like, why are you just out here talking? So, y'all, with that being said, so, he, like I said, he got the restraining order. We go to court again. The restraining order stays put. Y'all, I get another summons. I get a summons. He's trying to sue me in civil court. Then he's trying to sue me in another court. And then I still had to go down there and file for divorce. Literally, I put that divorce on my credit card because I was not about to stay intertwined with this man. Just imagine if I would have hit $50 million. You're not getting none of my money, P. Fake P. Not getting none of my money. So y'all had to get untangled from this man because I just knew things was going to start moving and shaking and happening for me. And they have, and they did. But I knew damn well he was getting none of mine, nothing. So y'all, we go to court a third time. We go to court a third time for the restraining order. Little JoJo, he done brought his lawyer down here because he was tongue-tied and tongue-twisted. He couldn't get them words out. So he had to come with his lawyer. So I don't know how much he paid for the lawyer, but he had to come with somebody because he can't talk for real. So he comes on down there, and the lawyer is trying to advocate on his behalf. And he's not really doing a good job, so I hope he fired that lawyer because he was trash. I don't think he read the discovery before he came in there for real. So y'all, the lawyer comes. The lawyer is talking, and he was like, he's never put a restraining order. Not my bad. He's never put a tracking device on her car. So the lawyer is saying all these things, and then he's saying, and she emailed me too. Who emailed him? What did I email this man? Mind you, I forgot to mention that in the last one, that the nigga had my emails, had to change all my passwords to everything, because this nigga's a real bitch. Like, he hacked all my shit. This nigga, he need to work for the FBI for real. So, he literally hacked my shit. And he's gonna make it seem like and I told the judge he hacked my email. And he's gonna make it seem like I emailed him something, and he made me sound so illiterate, y'all, from my email. He put on there, I don't want the white folk in our business. And like, first of all, if I'm writing you a letter, it's gonna be very professional because I don't fuck with you. We're not friends. We're not married. Well, I guess we was still married, but I don't fuck with you for real. So he writing all this stuff. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm like, Your Honor, may I please say something? I said, he sent that to himself. I would never send nothing like that. Especially to him on paper. It's given diabolical as fuck. Why would I sent him anything to use against me. Like he just did. The nigga be eating cheese all day. I think the nigga live in a cheese house. Because the nigga's a rat. Big rat. Not a little rat, not a mouse. He's a rat. Giving Chuck E. Cheese. Bars. But for real, that's what he's giving. Y'all, I am floored. I'm like, I did not say that. And so, the judge is listening to the lawyer keep talking. So the judge, the judge was so dope, except that she did list a restraining order, which I was mad about. But y'all, she said, she was like, he did put a tracking device on her car. He was like, she said he admitted it. So this is why I'm like, the lawyer didn't read the discovery. The lawyer didn't do his homework. Like he just came in here, just like he just got the case this morning and ran up in here and barely had time to brush his hair down. Shit looking blue back. Hair is blue the fuck back. And then she's like, and she did mention last time that he was hacking her email. I did that. So now the lawyer is just looking dumb as fuck, giving dumb. And so I'm just looking at Myron like, where the fuck did you pick this lawyer out? You got him? Did you get him down from the Did you get him down from the public defender's office? Like, where did you get him from? Cause he's giving every bit of public defender. What he charging? $50 a day? Cause he giving you $50 worth of work. Woo, child. So the judge is like, well, we don't have enough saying, and even though I showed her that he was still calling me block. Becky, why are you not doing your fucking job, bitch? You wanted to be me so bad. Why are you not doing your fucking job? He can't even take you outside for real. He's embarrassed. He can't even go nowhere with you for real. But why are you not doing your job? You wanted my spot so bad. Until you got this spot so bad. Y'all, with that being said, y'all know we coming back with Becky to the stage, y'all. Becky, to the stage. Bring your heels. Bring your heels, huh? Bring your heels. Cause we finna get through it. We finna go to get through it, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, baby, and what? Hit that bell, of course. Y'all, I'll see you in my next video. Hey y'all, we back at it with another episode of Vixen Explains It All. What, of course, Mr. Who? Y'all know, Joe Myron, baby. We're back with Joe Myron. So let's get to it. Let's not do too much on my hat and my hair. This is a hat day. I was talking to my niece. I was like, niece, what is this hair giving? What's it giving? Baby, listen. She gonna say, I'm giving Griselda Blanco in her prime when she got her body done. Well, she ain't have her body done, but I'm giving a Colombian woman with her body done. She's crazy. So anyway, with that being said, y'all. So I was going to continue with Mr. Joe Myron where we left off last week. But this week, it's Father's Day. So we're going to do a Father's Day story because I have a tell about a Father's Day story. And we should do it. Why not? Y'all go ahead and grab y'all drinks, grab your cocktails, baby, and let's get to it. You know I got mine. Let's do it. Let's go. Last episode of Miss Becky. It is about who the hell did I marry, but of course, we're bringing Becky back. She got her heels on. She's over here clapping and performing. And they're going to pay her because folks like girls who look like this. I'm just messing with y'all. However, y'all, I left off on Becky forgetting that I was going to come to her hotel room, supposedly. So, y'all, daughter Gwen tells me through the grapevine. It's not really through the grapevine. It's really through Becky's daughter. So she lets her know, like, oh, my mama forgot that Jamira was coming over. And so that's why she didn't answer the phone. So this whole time Becky's talking about she sleep. Girl, you don't sleep for real. You on drugs. Whoever's on drugs, I mean, I don't know. But I believe you can't sleep for real because, girl, you wasn't going to fall asleep that fast. However, so baby girl lets me know. She's like, yeah, Ma, she's giving me the rundown. I'm like, that's crazy. So with that being said, y'all, I go to, my daughter calls me. She calls me. She's like, Mom, I need you to come over here because Becky's going to be over here. And I'm like, okay. And she was like, yeah, because I need you to be over here on my side because she's going to be over here and it sounds like it's about to be some mess. Baby knows if she calls me, I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up against my dude's better judgment. He was like, don't go over there, don't get in that. It's not that I'm getting in that. However, if little baby called me, I got to pull up. I'm going to pull on up. I pulls on up. So I pull on up, y'all. It's a discussion being had. So it's my daughter. I'm going to call her daughter number 1. It's Becky. It's Tommy. I'm going to say Day Day. And Day Day's baby daddy. Because Day Day was pregnant at this time. So Day Day's baby daddy. Which is also Becky's daughter. So y'all, so she calls me over. I go on over. And, you know, I'm just listening to them politic. They're talking. They're going crazy. And all the things. All the things. So I'm just listening because I'm really just there for moral support for my daughter. I'm really just there for moral support just for her. Y'all, I'm just listening. And plus, the baby daddy is out here because he's just coming, I guess, to check up on the Day Day and see how her pregnancy is going and stuff, and then meet her family. And baby, I know when he pulled up and seen how it was going, it was giving all the trailer park. Pretty much giving all the trailer park. And not by Tommy. Tommy knows how to act. Not by nobody else, but just by Becky. Becky's already then started her Jack Daniel mission from the morning. I'm sure to the time while she was at work, to the time she got off of work, because this is what she does. Like, so we're in there. And we're just, like, I'm listening. I'm really just standing up listening because Tommy and daughter number 1 is sitting on the couch. Day Day and her baby daddy, because he don't really need a name because he's only in this story for me. And he's sitting on the couch. And then also Becky is standing up. And I'm standing up too because I'm at this point in time, I'm cool with Becky. I don't know nothing that's going on. I don't know none of the shenanigans that's happened. I know none of the things. I know none of the things, for real. And so, you know, I'm just standing up, and I've been standing up for so long, y'all. I went ahead and switched positions on my feet. Minding my arms like this because I'm just listening to everybody talk. I'm listening to Day Day express her feelings and everything. So, you know, I switched my position on my feet. And drunk ass Becky, well, this is what I'm getting. I'm taking that Becky is drunk. This is what it's giving me. The Becky's drunk. So, I'm just, you know, she's like, I switched my position. Like I said, I switched the positions on my feet, but my arms are like this. Y'all, Becky is like, you want to fight? Becky, how many shots have you had? Because why would I want to fight? And I don't think if you want to fight, you don't want to start here with me. You might want to start here. You don't want to come here. So I'm just like, what? You want to fight? Girl, why would I want to fight you? But now, like, I'm going to break it down to y'all in the middle of this because I know what it's giving. I know what it's giving. But I'm going to break it down to y'all. So I'm like, girl, relax. Like, girl, these kids are just talking. Like, fight is crazy, yo. The fight is crazy. And don't get me wrong, I'll run these hands across her face if I really need to. But, girl, like, it's not giving that. So the kids are talking. They're talking amongst themselves. Drink. Y'all drink too. They're talking amongst themselves. I'm not knowing what it's giving for real, but I'm like, well, whatever. So, y'all, they're going in on Becky, per usual. They're going in on Becky. Becky can't handle it. Becky starts crying. Per usual. Because she's going to cry. And so I'm like, yo, chill out. Y'all chill. Y'all chill. I should let their ass keep running on Becky. But y'all chill. Why would y'all do that? No. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop it. Of course, so then Becky storms out. I storm out behind Becky. Daughter 1 storms out behind me. But Day Day is in there like, Oh, she's running along the side of us like a little puppy. Like she's running along the side of us like she's trying to do that Drake dance. Outside the car. That's what it's giving. And I'm like, why is Day Day running over here like that? But it's because Day Day already knows what's going on for real. We don't know what's going on for real. Yeah. So she's, so my daughter is trying to talk to Day Day. I'm running over here trying to talk to Becky. Becky, what's wrong? Becky, what's wrong? Because I'm such a good ass fucking friend for real. I'm checking on Becky's mental. I am checking on Becky's mental. She's definitely crazy for sure. I'm checking on Becky's mental. Yeah. I'm chasing Becky down. So we talking and walking and we talking. And I'm like, Becky, what happened? She's like, they keep trying to blame everything on me. And this and that. And mind you, I've heard stories about Becky several times. Like, Becky has told me several stories. Oh, they took Day Day from me. Day Day's grandparents took her from me. They did this, they did that, they did this, they did that. I'm like, no, that's horrible. Mind you, I don't even know Becky for real. If Becky walked by me today, I do not know this woman. I would not know this woman for real. I would not know this woman. For real.
I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
So mind you, daughter one finally catches up and she's over there talking to us. We're all talking. We all politicking and trying to chop it up. We're all trying to chop it up. Yeah, so, we get Becky calmed down. She calms down. Daddy's already back at the house. Girl, take your pregnant ass back to the house. What you gonna do? Get stomped out too? That's what it's giving. Anybody can get on this stage. But that's what it's giving. You're gonna get stomped out for real too. How'd I know what I know? So anyway, me and daughter is talking to Becky. She's calming down. Everything is good. We go back to the house. We're back in the house. Becky's like, you want me to cook dinner? I'm going to cook dinner. Da, da, da. Mind you, when we were outside, Becky, I forgot to even mention this to y'all. Becky was like, you're not my friend. You're not my friend. But, bitch, I'm not your friend. Bitch, I'm not your friend. I bitch who gave you shelter. I bitch who gave you a fucking car to ride in to get to work. Bitch, I'm not your friend. I don't know how I'm not your friend. Y'all, make it make sense. I'm not your friend. Alright. But, I'm like, it's the Jack Daniels talking for real. It's JD talking. No, that's not what she's saying to me. She's not saying this to me. Becky is saying this to me. I help you with your 2 kids, fed y'all, helped y'all do everything. Becky is talking out the side of her neck. It's giving crazy. It's giving crazy. So y'all, okay, so like I said, we go back to the house. Becky is like, you should stay. Da, da, da. I said, bitch, outside you said I wasn't even your friend for real. Like you just said I wasn't your friend. I take that back. You're my friend now. You weird ass bitch. And so anyway, I'm not feeling like staying. I'm trying to get back to my man. My man. Thank you to my man.
And my man. Thank you to my man.
Real. Thank you to my man. He kept me calm. Thank you to my man. But, y'all, literally, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to stay respectfully. I'm not going to stay. So, I really dip out. I don't even know if I really went to go meet with my man, but I'm not staying for this. I'm not staying for this shenanigans. It's already been too much. I'm already in a healing process. I'm already trying to get over a man who had a black crow die on my doorstep for real. Like, I want to go home. Even if it's just to my mama's house and to lay in her room in the bed. I want to do that. Yeah. So, y'all, anyway, with that being said, y'all, I go on home. I believe I was still staying with my mama. I go on home. Back to the house I go. And, I was back at the house. Yeah, definitely I was back at the house because me and my man already had planned a trip out of town. And we was about to go out of town. I get a call from daughter. Ain't no more ringing, y'all. So anyway, I pick up the phone. Hello? Mommy, what you doing? Nothing. Working. I'm at work. I work from home, y'all. I'm at work. She's like, oh, okay. Mind, this is the same day I'm about to leave. Her and Heaven, I'm gonna call her Heaven, they calling me with some news for real. But I'm like, what's up? They're like, they both together. And she's like, Mommy, I got something to tell you. Daughter, what you got to tell me? Mind you, she on speaker, just so y'all know. Mommy, Becky's talking to Joe Myron. What Joe Myron? Mommy, your ex-husband Joe Myron. He was still my husband. Your husband Joe Myron. Baby, when I tell you, incident hurt right up my back to my teeth. Because y'all know why? It wasn't because I wanted Joe Myron, because I was done with Joe Myron and my dude, he fine. He fine. Big fine. But, y'all, it wasn't because I was hurt. I mean, it wasn't because I was jealous or mad that Becky had tried to pick up my scraps. It was not that at all. And I know what Becky was doing. Becky was homeless. Becky was homeless for like 8 months dealing with Joe Myron. How do you put your kids in that situation to deal with a man who's not doing nothing for you, who's not sheltering you, who's not doing any of the things to make sure you and your kids is straight? Trust me, when Joe Myron was on my team, he didn't have no choice but to make sure everybody was straight. He had no choice. He had no choice. I don't care if he didn't like these kids. I don't care. And vice versa. I didn't like his kids, but I definitely was going to make sure they were straight. But how do you stay homeless for somebody for 8 months and they don't like your kids for real? He talked so bad. He talked like a dog about your sons. He didn't even get along with her sons. He really did not, especially Tommy. He didn't get along with Tommy. Me and Joe Myron got into so many arguments behind Tommy. Sir, you don't run nothing for real, and Tommy is my granddaughter's father, and he's gonna be welcome here anytime. And anytime Tommy got ready to come over here, I just knew what type of time it was gonna be, because Tommy is welcome here. Tommy welcome here no matter what. Tommy is my guy. He can come here no matter what. I love Tommy. I love Tommy for my daughter. He's a good provider. He's great. So Tommy can come here anytime. He talked about her other son like a dog. But at the end of the day, that was like my son too. And right now to this day, he even tells everybody, I wish you were my mom. And he told her that. I wish you were my mom. I wish you were my mom. That's the first time I heard that. But you know, I'll go with it. I'm gonna go with it. Let's go with it. But little baby was like, he wishes I was his mother. But that's because, I didn't play with him. I just keep my foot on his neck. His mama don't. And mind you, look, baby boy is the one who spilled the beans on the whole operation. The whole operation, he gave it up. So, y'all, she tells me Becky and Joe Myron have been talking. I'm like, what? No, daughter. She's like, yeah. Mind you, I am annoyed. I'm annoyed because, and like I said, not because I'm jealous of Joe Myron at all. I don't care about Joe Myron. That man got a whole turtleneck and Becky wanted, she could have it. But it's not because that I'm mad, because Becky, I looked out for you too bad. I didn't want you. You're not even my type of person who I would be a friend with. But I was friends with you because we have mutual grandkids in common. Like, girl, you're not even built like that for real. Like, for real. Like, you're not even built to sit at a table with me and mine. For real. You're really not. But I literally gave you the benefit of the doubt, because both my daughters were saying, oh, Becky this, Becky that, Becky this. Girl, I should have just left your ass where you was at by the trash. For real, because you're really trash. Got a whole tattooed on her arm talking about loyalty. And got my daughter name, got Forever 22. And then got my daughter name, Aaliyah Montez, underneath there. Like, what? Bitch, loyalty? You give me every bit of disloyal. And I know what it is. Like literally, I reflect back to like Christmas. She was at my house on Christmas. I reflect back to Christmas. Joe Myron gave me a Cuban link set. It was a necklace and a bracelet. I seen how she was looking sick, looking anorexic, and that's hard for her to do for real. Give me every bit of sick, y'all. I'm copying this. I'm paying attention, but at that point in time, I wasn't really paying attention because I just wasn't paying attention because I just felt like Becky, this is not something Becky would be on with me. I seen her do a lot of hoe shit, and that's why she on the stage right now with them heels. Turn around, get that cash, bring my money when you done. And that's why she's right here like this. She's a hoe bitch. But I didn't know that she would do that to me. Y'all. I didn't know she was going to do that to me. Anywho. Y'all, so, you know, I seen a couple of things. Like my birthday. She didn't come out for my birthday. She did make me a Chardonnay birthday cake. Like, it's like a dapper cake. It was hella cute. It was cute. It was giving. If I can find a picture, I'm going to post it. But it was giving. It was super cute. It had lights on it, everything, low bows. It was cute. Y'all, the day of my birthday, Joe Myron is like, why is Becky not coming? Why is Becky not coming? I don't know. But it's my motherfucking birthday. I don't give a fuck about a goddamn Becky. The fuck? I don't know why Becky's not coming. But I'm ready to turn up, and I don't want to be watching nobody for real. I don't want to have to babysit nobody. I don't want to do none of the things. I feel like she's going to be uncomfortable. And this is why Becky's not coming. Becky pretend to be black. But Becky ain't black for real. Yeah, and that's not what I said. I don't care how many black kids you got. If you're not comfortable in your skin, you're just not going to be comfortable in your skin. I mean, I can't help you with that for real. I can't. Y'all. So, like I said, Becky doesn't come to my birthday. It's fine. Becky sees I'm getting a customized Tiffany blue motorcycle made. Becky's looking a little, I can start seeing her face a little green. A little green. But one thing about it, y'all, I never told Becky my business for real. I just couldn't. I don't know. I really could not just tell her my business. I really couldn't tell her my business for real. But what I did tell her about was my boo, the prince. I'm gonna call him the prince because you know you got to kiss a lot of frogs to get a prince. I told her about him, and so mind you, she knows about him because I told her about him. And so anyway, Becky is like, so when I find out this news, mind y'all, we going back to the phone call. I find out this news that Becky is fucking with Joe Myron. Turtleneck. I didn't know anybody would fuck with Turtleneck. Like, he just pulls that turtleneck out in front of anybody. Definitely giving diabolical. So, he should be very ashamed to not pull it out in front of nobody. So, y'all, I called Becky. And mind y'all, in the last story time I did mention, whenever I call Becky at work, or vice versa, we're going to answer. We're going to sneak off to the bathroom. I'm going to answer the phone call for her, or, you know, and vice versa. So, Becky already knows that she's on some bullshit, y'all. And I already, baby, when my daughter told me this, baby, math started mathing. Baby, math was mathing. I was like, Einstein in here. Einstein. Baby. That shit was adding up so goddamn fast to me, and I'm not even good at math, for real. That shit was adding up to me. Y'all, I called Becky. Of course, Becky's not answering the phone. I'm calling Becky. She's not answering because this cannot be true. Becky, this can't be true. Becky, no. Bitch, you got my money or what? Get back on the stage then, bitch. Pop them fucking feet till they bleed. Get back on the stage. So, but I'm like, Becky, no. This ain't you. This Becky, y'all. This is Becky. Y'all. So, Becky ass ain't answering the phone. But I'm about to go to town anyway, so I'm not even tripping for real anyway. The prince took me out. We had a great ass time. We was big popping. It was great. It was great. We did have plenty more trips since then, but it was really great. Like, he just really showed me how I'm supposed to be treated. So, anyway, y'all, with that being said, Becky's not answering the phone. And so I'm like, is this shit to me? This shit is solidified. This shit is solidified. Actually, I think daughter number one and Heaven came to the house, and I was bawling because I could not believe Becky would handle me like this. Bitch, I ain't do nothing but look out for you, bitch, and be a good ass friend to you for real. But like the prince told me, God got rid of not one snake but two snakes. And he's not lying. He's right. He's right. He's right. And then, y'all, what I came to realize too, baby, when I tell you I'm adding everything up, y'all. I'm adding all the things up. Everything is mathing, baby. Everything is mathing. Y'all, Becky, y'all think back to the situation where I just said I was at the house and Becky was like, you want to fight? You want to fight? Joe Myron put her up to this. Joe Myron was trying to get her ass beat. Joe Myron was trying to get Becky mopped, whopped, and beat. He was trying to get me to run down that bitch's back. His plan was to try to call the police on me like he has done on many occasions. He was trying to put his Chuck E. Cheese suit on. He was going to puppet this bitch. Puppet this bitch. But what he don't know, he can't puppet this bitch. And this bitch got 1,000 warrants. Still right now, this bitch still ain't been to jail. This bitch got 100 million trillion warrants. This bitch can't call the police on nobody. So really, if I really wanted to ride that bitch's back like a magic carpet, I could have. Bitch, I spared you for fucking Tommy. And your other two little young kids, because, you know, I fuck with them a long way. But really, I spared you for Tommy and your granddaughters. Our granddaughters. Baby, I spared you. I spared your back. Because I was going to ride you down the street like a bike load, baby. I was going to give you this work that you was begging for. Because, baby, this is a work. I don't care if you're from the Bay. This shit is some shit that you would never be able to handle for real. You just wouldn't be. You're not built that way. You can't see how I'm coming for real. I know y'all see I'm laughing, but I'm not a joke. For real. I'm really not a joke for real. Yeah. However, I guess so Becky never answers me. Joe Myron is still on his same old bullshit. Like, he's really using this bitch as a puppet. He's the puppet master. I'm glad he finally get to be the puppet master of somebody, because that nigga can build condos in my head. He can lead me to nowhere. I ain't going. I'm not gonna go. Y'all, however, with that being said, y'all, I have never laid eyes on Becky again since that time. Becky has never tried to meet up with me to rectify any situations of anything that I've thought about or I might have thought about was happening. She has never. However, I did hear that Becky was like, I miss my friend, and I don't care, Joe Myron's not worth this, I just want my friend back. Bitch, the only thing you could do is run around the wheel like a hamster, bitch, and boost all the shit for me, because that's the only thing you can do for me, for real. You can't do shit for me, for real. Like, bitch, you can never eat with me again. I ate with you against my better judgment. I would never do that shit again. I swear, I don't care if it's my daughter, my son, my niece, my nephew, my mama, my daddy. I don't care. If it's in my gut, baby, I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it. Bitch, you got a pass. You should have never sit with me, been able to sit with me and eat anyway. Because you don't have what it takes to sit with me for real. She don't. She really don't. The bitch was already envious of me. And I'm not saying like I'm all that and I'm this and I'm that. But I know my worth. And she can't fuck with me. She really can't fuck with me. That bitch is really sick. Really sick. And then I just reflect on all her friends that she fell out with. And I was like, no, they did that. Or I reflect on how she bring her little boo daddy for swimming and stuff and hanging out. And her boo daddy is talking to me. Now this bitch got an instant attitude. Girl, nobody wants this 4x7 midget. For real. I don't want him. But, you know, it's just giving crazy. And she's so like, I got a certain type of dude I like. I got a certain type of dude I like. Baby. Because if it's Joe Myron or if it's the 4x7 little midget, you really got no type. You really got no type, my girl. I don't got no type. Hey, ugly niggas the only ones that I like. That's what she's giving. For real. For real. Because supposedly she only like black guys, but the 4x7 midget was not black. But, you know, shit, who am I? I'm not here to judge nobody. I just work here sometime. I just work here sometime, for real. Woo, child. Woo, child. But with that being said, y'all, so it's just solidified. Yeah, it's solidified. So now our family is broken. Girl, you let Joe Myron break up the family. Girl, you already knew he been stalking me. You already knew he been hiding cameras in my house. You already knew all the things that this man's been doing. And for you to team up with this diabolical demon, devil-ass little man, because he's a very little man, short in all type of ways. But girl, like, why would you do that? Like, you literally came to my house. Well, you was already at my house on Christmas. Girl, you took me to your house because you already knew he was going to call the police. You already know what type of guy he is, for real. He's very jealous, very dumb. Well, that's probably why he chose you, because he ain't going to be jealous of you. He not even going to worry about you, for real. But that's not my business, for real. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. It just really let me know, like, to choose my people wisely if I ever invite anybody else into my circle. Because of you, a lot of people won't be welcome into my circle. And it's horrible. It's really horrible. It's really horrible. Because at the end of the day, you should have never been welcome to my circle, and I would have never been feeling this way. And I really don't feel that type of way, to be honest with you. I'm just happy both of y'all out of my life. I don't got to worry about neither one of you. You with a lot of work. He's a lot of work. And y'all deserve each other, for real. Because y'all make my anxiety dumb. And yeah, for real. Y'all make my anxiety dumb. Y'all. But that's really how I found out about Becky and Joe Myron. And it's so funny because Becky was still lying, be like, I'm not with Joe Myron. I'm not with Joe Myron. But if you're not with Joe Myron, why have I never received a call from you? Why have you never popped up at my house when I was living at my house? Why have you never did any of these things? Because, baby, because you were still messing with Joe Myron. But one thing I can say is that I literally, like I said, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I was gonna say a lot of people kept me grounded, which a lot of people did. A lot of people did keep me grounded. But the main person who kept me grounded was my dude. My dude was just like, I can't believe you was talking to that nigga for real. And she looked like Gargamel off of the Smurfs. She do look like Gargamel off the Smurfs, so for real. She do. But she was my friend. She was my friend. Because I'm a good friend. So to me, I didn't care about her looks or anything like that. But as I started noticing, like I said, her movements, how she was, how she didn't come to my birthday party, how... And it's crazy because Joe Myron's up here like, why isn't Becky coming to your birthday? I don't know, nigga. Because you know, nigga, you already broke this bitch's back. And now she's in her feelings. After she already smashed my brother. This bitch is out here giving cat away like it's like Halloween candy. Close your legs, please. Close your legs. And you was mad. And now I'm thinking like, damn, he was mad that my brother was over here smashing Becky's back end. But nigga, was you giving her a back end or was you giving her the front end? Did you give her back end? Did you give her money? Because you're very much a trick. Did you give her money? I don't know. But it's very much weird. It's very much weird on both people's part. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. And then y'all tell me why. I guess Day is like, he comes over to our house and he doesn't speak to anyone. We're getting tired of it. Girl, y'all knew this nigga was a weirdo anyway. So what the fuck is you getting tired of it for? And your weird ass is over here egging this shit on with your mama. He making your stuff from the arts and crafts store for your babies, baby showers, all this type of weird shit. All of y'all is crazy for real. I can't move that way. I can't move that way. I can't move that way. It's just not in me. Like I said, this bitch got loyalty tattooed on her arm, bitch. It needs to be disloyal, because you're a disloyal ass bitch. Like, why would you have loyalty? You should never have loyalty tattooed on your arm. And bitch, and if you would have been a woman and came to me and just been like, I'm gonna fuck with Myron. Girl, go ahead, because have you seen my guy? Baby, he's giving all he got to give. And he tall. Because you got to be at least this tall to ride this rifle now. You got to be at least this tall. Y'all can't see my hand because way up here, it's way up here, it's way up here. But you got to be at least that tall. Girl, get back to this. You got my money? You a couple $100 off? Alright, we're going back to the stage and make sure you got my money, baby. Touch your toes this time too. Because I see how they look and you need to get that money. Make sure you're touching your toes. Yeah. Bend up. I know it's long and flat, but bitch, bend over and touch your toes. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, God. I got to work for the bitch too. Jesus Christ. Not Jesus Christ, sorry. Jeez. Yeah. With that being said, I just want to let y'all know, like, pick up these red flags I'm throwing down for y'all, because, baby, you really think folks is your friends? They'll smile in your face and stab you in your back 1,000 times. For real. For real. And I never been betrayed like that, because I've never been like, well, I have a couple of friends that I've been friends with for over 20 years. But as far as me letting somebody in that was new, and I really wish that I would have had my old best friend, because she would have caught that. She would have caught that shit. She would have shortstopped that shit. And I wish that I would have still been friends with that bitch, because she would have caught that shit right off the bat. And no good sis did catch that shit. She caught it. She was like, why she acting weird? Why she doing this? I don't know, bitch, because I just don't pay attention to bitches' movement like that, because I don't care. For real, I really don't care. I can't watch the next bitch. I got a lot of other shit going on. I got a daughter that passed away. I got fucking 5 other kids. I got grandkids. I don't have time to fucking pay attention to every motherfucking body and everybody detail. But that bitch caught that shit. She did catch that shit. And I was like, girl, I don't know. But I do know now. Come. Make sure you like, subscribe, baby, and what? Hit that bell. Bring a friend. Bring a relative. Bring a puppy. Bring a cat. It don't even matter, y'all. Y'all come back and see me, y'all. So, y'all. Little JoJo has been taking me in and out of court, y'all. In and out of court. Posting up little... making it seem like the court is posting stuff up on my house. They posting stuff up in the garage, making it look like I'm getting evicted. My landlord is calling me, asking me what's going on. Like, why do you have these things on your garage? Why do you have these things on your house? And she's correct. Like, why do I? Yeah, I don't know why I have them on my house. Because I wasn't home, really, for real. Because I wasn't home. But little JoJo is coming out here putting his little blue tape on everything. And I know that's the stuff he used down at the arts and crafts store. So, y'all, little JoJo is mad, taking me in and out of court. But it's crazy, you're taking me in and out of court talking about I put his kids' stuff on the streets. Sir, you were at the other end. I seen the video. I saw the video. She sent me the video you sent. The judge showed me the video you sent. You should have went on down there. Once you seen us leaving, you see me, my dad, my dude car, you seen us leaving. You at the other end acting like stalkerish. Not acting, you stalkerish. At the other end of the street, we're not paying attention to you. Who has that much time on their hands to sit at the other end of the street and watch and see what people are doing? Who has that type of time? You had plenty of time to roll down here, and I'm sure you did, because I seen a few things missing. So I know that you came, probably got your little stupid ass ironing board, a couple trophies. I seen that some of the things was missing, some of the things you could hurry and gather up before we got back, type stuff. Just giving strange, just giving despicable, just giving diabolical. Like, you're really disgusting. So, you know, he's down there, he's at the other end filming us, and so I don't know this until I get to court. I get on down to the court, y'all. And he's, yeah, she threw all my stuff out on the street, this, that, and the third. Mind you, I come to court all the way prepared. I got all the pictures showing that he's removed everything from my house. I'm showing all the things. Y'all, this little man is, he didn't deny that he stole all my stuff, which you know he did. I mean, I'm sure y'all seen him. He the baddest bitch in Vegas. So I'm sure y'all have seen the things that he has taken. Because he's wearing them out here with the rubber bands on the side trying to hold them pants up. Because Baby ain't bigger than a minute. He's very tiny. And so, y'all, so this man is at the court talking about he wants his ring back. He wants his ring back. That's the only thing he wanted back, and he thought he was gonna get that back. Baby, that ring was good as sold. I got rid of her. She had to go. I want no more connections to you. Now, if he would have asked for that engagement ring, that little pre-band he gave me, which he never asked nothing for that back, he could have got that back. It's giving very bubblegum machine-ish. Anywho, with that being said, so he's taking me in and out of court, trying to serve me papers, trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to sue me for this, trying to sue me for that. Because what I didn't tell y'all was, I didn't tell y'all one of these stories, but I'll get to that. That's probably going to be in mine. Whenever I got a membership, it's going to be in the membership story. So, y'all be prepared for that. Because, yeah, y'all, everything will intertwine as to why he was trying to take me to civil court. But little baby... I'm sorry, what? It's not giving that. So anyway, so baby is trying to give me hell. He is acting a fool out here in these streets, y'all. And it's just being ridiculous. So like I said, we're at court. I bring some character witnesses. This is divorce court, by the way. I bring some character witnesses. And they are, yeah, they letting him have it. They're letting him have it. He's in there, can't talk. For real, like, he can't say his S's and shit. Like I told y'all, the nigga can't say his S's and shit. So he's in there.
What about this? What about this? And
he's asking my good sis, because she's one of the character witnesses, because of course she was coming because he robbed her anyway. And so he's like,
didn't I give her that ring because I said we're gonna get married again, remarried?
And my good sis is like,
well, I know nothing about no getting remarried because she know I would ate her ass up if she would say something about getting remarried.
Of course, she didn't use those terminologies, but that's what I'm using. And so he's just quiet again. Because, sir, first of all, why would anybody on my team agree with you anyway? Number one. Number two, and it's not that, and my daughter didn't lie at all. Because, baby, I don't know who birthed her. Because, girl, what? What? She was just like, she was giving all the truth. So she was giving everything. She did not lie on her oath not one time, but of course, Joe Myron was lying. He was lying like his life depended upon it. He was lying. He didn't want to give me the money back for him stealing all my stuff, which is fine. You know, karma's a bitch and it's going to get him. Especially my daughter's ghost is going to get him for stealing my shit. Because, like, sir, what? Like, why would you steal stuff that was given to me for her or things that she has given me? Like, you really didn't have to touch anything for real. But anyway, with that being said, you know, we're in there. The judge is not like the judge. The judge is like me. And so I liked her. She was hella cool. Even though she didn't really give me my things back. She did not really give me my stuff back. She just wanted us to part ways and be done. Which is fine. Which was fine. To be untied from this man is everything. Y'all, it's everything. It's everything. So, y'all, with that being said, you know, Jamar's in there making a spectacle of himself. We're in there like forever. He's in there looking crazy, goofy as hell, giving Olive Urkel with his little bag, carrying his bag, came in with his arm like in a little brace, acting like he had to have surgery. Whatever, sir. Whatever. Looking dumb as hell. Giving all the dumb shit. So, y'all, with that being said, I know I said with that being said. So, you know, from now on, when I say when that's being said, y'all drink. Because I'm about to drink. So, like I said, Joe Myron is in there just making a spectacle of himself. Just looking dumb as hell. All as hell. And so, you know, the judge is like, well, she's like, well, do you have pictures? So I'm showing her pictures. He's saying, and then I'm also letting her know he's had a tracker on my car. This is a whole nother judge. And he was like,
no, I didn't.
I'm like, Your Honor, it's in the records. And we had court here, so it's definitely in the records. So she goes and they pull it up. They pulling everything up. And they're like, sir, you did say that. So to me, I feel like he's already been caught in several lies. Several lies. Why wouldn't y'all grant me my money back for my clothes and my hair and my underwears and my shoes, everything that he's out here wearing now? Why would they not? So they don't. But, and so he's like,
I gave her that ring contingent upon us getting married again. Da, da, da.
Fool, I married you one time. You think I'm gonna marry you twice? It's crazy. She ain't giving that. It ain't giving that. It is not giving that, yo. And so, you know, everything happens. The judge, like I said, she basically just allows us to split ways. I get custody of the ring, which it was already gone. He gets custody of my clothes, clearly. And that's it. That's it. Mind y'all, everything is cool. We chilling. You know, time is just going. I'm working. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I'm thinking time has passed. Y'all. My dude is like, let's go to the swap meet. Let's go to the swap meet. He's like, yeah, let's just go there and walk around. I'm like, okay, cool. So we get up, we get dressed. You know, we ain't got no little kids to worry about. We get up, we get dressed. We pop on down to the swap meet. This is like November. Yep, I think it's definitely November. We pop on down to the swap meet. Yeah, we're in the swap meet. We just looking around. I don't even really know what he wanted to get. I think he just wanted to get out the house. So y'all, we're out we're at the swap meet. We're chilling. We're walking around, just doing the normal stuff that people do. You know, just looking, chopping it, looking around, just to see if we want anything, see if we see people. You know, just out here chilling. Y'all, it's time for us to go. We leave. We get in the car, and I'm looking behind us. I'm like, why you not backing up? And he's like, I am backing up. I'm like, what's the car doing? He was like, I don't know. And so I'm just like, this is weird. So some guy walks up to us and he's like, oh, you got a flat tire over here. And so we like, a flat tire? Y'all, we bop out and look around the car. Not only do we got one flat tire, not only do we got two flat tires, we got 3 fucking flat tires. And one thing I know about Joe Myron, he's good at popping tires, y'all, because he popped my daughter's tires on her brand new car. This nigga is good for popping tires. He put nails under my tires before. Literally, this nigga is diabolical. This nigga is a real goofy. So, y'all, we're looking around and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm mad as hell. Mad. So I'm walking around the car. I'm looking. So why we only got 3 flat tires? Because, you know why? For insurance purposes. He doesn't want the insurance people to pay for my tires. But, what? And how I know that he flattened my tires, we're finna get to that. We gonna get to that. Yo, now me thinking life was grand and this nigga is still stalking me. Even though I got a new nigga, he's stalking me. And that nigga know my nigga is a goon. Like, he not to be played with. But he tried that shit. So, y'all, I'm like, oh my God. So we go, and thank goodness, like, I wasn't on flat too long. I was on flat for all of 30 minutes, because right next door is, and if you think my nigga don't got no money, he crazy. And it's a tire shop right in the swap meet, basically. So they got us all the way together. So then, you know, we out there, he's like, what the fuck, da da da. So we're talking and stuff, you know, people helping us get the tires together. I'm gonna have to search some videos, because I definitely got videos of my tires. I got the video too. I'm gonna insert that whole too. But, you know, we're talking and, you know, we're just like, I'm like, what could have happened? Because I'm like, 1 tire is something different. 2 tires, maybe 3 tires, is given that you got a psychopath on your hands. And that's what we had. A psychopath on our hands. For real. So, y'all, I'm like, so he's mad. Of course, he paid for the tires, whatever. We pay for them. We cut up out of there. We get home. Of course, we're still talking about all the things. And I'm just like, I don't know what could have happened. I'm like, I'm just trying to think. Because, you know, every time I'm always going to think it's this weird ass bitch. Like, he's know I'm going to think it's this weird bitch. And so I'm like, what is that? I'm like, it's crazy. So, of course, the next day I'm off at 3. He's off at like 3. We pop up to the dang on swap meet. We back at it. So Monday we pop up to the swap meet. Of course, we call ahead of time and they let us know we can come down there and we can see the video. We can get the footage. So baby, what did we do? We pops on down there and we grabs the footage. We gets the footage. Y'all, it's little Joe Myron out here popping my tires like the ho-ho that he is. Y'all, it's giving hoe tendencies. Nigga, this nigga's a bitch. He literally popped the tires on my car, but for what? Were you mad because you didn't get the ring back? Was you mad because, what are you mad for? You got Becky. You got the maid. What the fuck is you mad all, you got everything you want in life. Two horrible looking bitches. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Why are you mad at me? You stole my clothes, and neither one of these bitches can fit my clothes, so you obviously have to be wearing these bitches. You're wearing the wigs, you're wearing the clothes, you're wearing all the things, my guy. Why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? Ooh, child. Y'all have a cocktail. Y'all, it's giving weird as fuck. It's giving weird as fuck. It's giving weird. So, y'all, we're down in there, and I'm getting aggravated with the man, because I'm like, well, where's the video? Like, we're trying to watch the video. He was like, where is it? Where is it? The man's getting aggravated with me. I'm getting aggravated with him. My dude is remaining calm. He was like, no, it's about this time. Go back here. A little bit right here. Y'all, we see little JoJo hopping out the car. We see him act like he don't got shit. Walk around, pop one tire. Walk around, pop another tire. Walk up and pop the last tire.
Park right there. Mm-hmm. He walks to the driver's door first, looks inside, then he's gonna walk back around, stand right by the silver car, watch the door, make sure we're not coming. Act like he on the phone right there. Make sure we're not coming, then boom. Walking around. Slash the tires. And pop right out the back. Kind of running. Hurrying up. Go right back to that car. And get on.
I'm like, never. Never. Y'all. If I'm lying, I'm lying. Never. Yeah, he did that. He did that shit. So y'all, of course now I gotta go home. I gotta make all the paperwork. I gotta get the paperwork for the tires. I have to reach out to the freaking I have to reach out to the police. They got a whole detective on my shit. And yeah, so he's having to pay restitution for popping my tires type shit. It's just giving crazy. What is this man's problem? Because at the end of the day, I didn't do nothing but get the fuck on. You did everything you could do to me. Send bitches my paperwork. Send bitches anything that they could take. Like, it's crazy. Put your name in my mailbox. My God. What are we doing? What are we doing? Y'all, with that being said, it was just a lot. After that, I really haven't heard too much from little pipsqueak mouse Joe Myron. He's literally been on, I guess the best is behavior he can. Y'all, so I'm finishing this video that should have been done. So hence why I'm in a different color shirt. Hence why my hair is different. Y'all, so in the last video, same video. What does that look like that for? Same video. However, I'm just trying to end this little Joe Myron little series, this Who the Hell Did I Marry series. However, like I said, once I build a membership, I have several things that will be going in there. So y'all make sure y'all gotta stick to it. Make sure y'all help build me, so that way we can go ahead and I could post way more stuff in my membership. Like, it's crazy, y'all. So anywho, I mentioned that he Popped my tires at the swap meet, y'all. Literally had to get new tires. Literally, man had to pay for, well, I don't know if he paid, but he supposedly, it's like a restitution type thing going on. So, I don't know. It's been a while. I ain't received nothing. But to be honest with you, I give anything just to be unattached. So, it don't even really matter for real. Like, you know, I'm happy that this series has come to an end. Woo, chocolate baby, listen. It's been a ride. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I'm telling you, if anybody else would have walked in these shoes, baby, they would have collapsed. Because, baby, these shoes is hard to walk in for real. These shoes is really hard to walk in. Y'all, but I definitely appreciate everybody that stuck it out with me through this series. Y'all, make sure y'all like, subscribe, baby, hit that bell. Because, yo, we got plenty more things to talk about. I still got 2 other chapters of 2 other fools. So, woo. We definitely got to do this. However, my next series is going to be with my daughters, raising girls. So that's going to be the next series, raising girls. But make sure y'all go ahead, like, subscribe, baby, hit that bell. Yeah, follow me on IG, Touched by Vixen. No, Vixen B 2.0. And then on TikTok is Touched by Vixen. Y'all, let's go. Let's go. We came this far, baby. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's do it.
All right, guys, and that wraps up our Joe Myron series. All right, make sure you guys follow Touched by Vixen 22 on all social media platforms. I appreciate her. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you haven't watched part 1, part 2, part 3, make sure y'all tap into part 1, part 2, part 3. Also, again, make sure y'all check out her channel because we need to get her back started, man. She stopped posting content. Looks like she had stopped a year ago. So y'all give her some love so she can get back started. All right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rock with me, man. I love y'all, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. All right. Peace.